God, one of my favorite. You know the YouTuber Radical Soda, yeah?
I'm familiar with the name, yes.
Yeah, Radical Soda. He's a bud.
Okay.
One of the funniest rants I've seen him do is on Sonic Colors Ultimate. Is when he boots up the game on PS4 and the intro is stuttering for some reason, the FMV.
Yeah.
He's like, "Come on, Sega, all you gotta do is let it play." Oh my god, that's a mood.
Did the intro really stutter? I'm trying to then again, maybe.
Yeah, when the
yeah.
game first came out,
yeah,
the FMV just like stuttered like mad.
I'm trying because I'm trying to remember, because when I played Sonic Colors Ultimate for myself for the video, I played the PS4 release on PlayStation 5, and I don't immediately recall the intro stuttering, so maybe that wouldn't change anything, I don't think. But that's funny as shit. But even then, like, Koopa Eliminator brings up a good point in the chat. Like, Radical Soda's Colors Ultimate is pretty much the reason Project Rainbow exists.
Yeah. I actually, Sonic Colors Ultimate was my first playthrough of Sonic Colors.
Sure.
And I didn't mind the game. I feel like I didn't run into any major glitches besides one crash.
Okay.
And that was during the achievement to go through the what's that weird train thing you can do, the Eggman train, where you can play through all the stages back to
the
back.
Egg Shuttle.
Egg Shuttle, thank you.
Yeah.
The game crashed on me then. And if the game crashes on you, then you got to start.
You got to start over, yeah, because it's a marathon.
Fuck that achievement. But that's only because they didn't optimize the game that well.
That's right. Yeah. That's more of a game issue, I would say. Real quick, everyone, before we get the shindig started for today, because guess what? It's Eggmanland today. Aaron, thank you for the tier 1. Was that 19 months? Yes. And a Metal Paper Mario, thank you for the tier 1 as well. I have switched back to my XLR Shure mic. I was not really sure, but it's Elgato. But
are you sure?
Yeah, barrel laughs as fuck. But but for the past couple of weeks, I was getting some weird static buildup in my earphones from the microphone, because the Wave 3, as much as I do love my Wave 3, it's one of the best mics I ever used. It started accumulating a lot of dirt and buildup, and it's not the easiest thing to clean without like compromising shit. So I figured for now, I'll just switch to the other mic that I have that still works just fine. So if I sound a little different, I do apologize for that. I did tinker with some audio settings beforehand, so I should sound okay. At least fine enough for this stream series. Also, if I'm a little slow on the uptake for today, I am just recovering from a small headache that I had earlier today. So that's why I'm a little late today, because normally I like to start the Sonic Only streams around 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock my time anyway. But we're starting an hour later because I was still dealing with like the little remnants of the headache. I took a shower and I had my rice and fish for lunch, and then like I pretty much just about as good as it's gonna get for this one. Sound great, don't worry, I appreciate that. Hand, shoes, horse grenade.
I'll try not to give you a split.
Hand, shoes, horse grenade. I love that name. I see what you did there.
Wait, so which mic are you using?
I'm using my Elgato XLR. It's basically a Shure mic. It's a condenser mic, I believe.
Okay.
I've had this one for a couple of years now, but I put it on ice after I switched back to the Wave 3. Because the only thing I don't like about the XLR mic is that I have to reach over to the interface to like mute.
Mm.
And as I know this is gonna sound like, oh, he's such a fat fuck. I don't feel like reaching for the mute button.
You just like tapping
I like in the Wave 3 the mute button's on the mic, so I was like, I can just tap the mic and I can mute like on an instant. But now I got to reach for that shit. And maybe this is for the better, because I'm exercising, gotta lose the weight. But that's generally why I switched it over.
Okay. Well, don't forget you can also set it to your Stream Deck too.
I could set it to the Stream Deck. Oh, but yeah, because I think I still do have that integration. Yeah. Well, they can't hear me now, but you guys can still hear me.
There you go.
But I can do that. Yeah, you're right about that. But the problem is that doesn't mute the mic. That mutes Discord. And
I was gonna say, I thought I glitched out there for a second because you got quiet.
No. So like if like in the middle of a brain scratch session, I can't just rely on the Stream Deck mute button.
Because you can set it later to like mute
like the mic
Elgato
itself.
mic.
Yeah, because like I'll fucking like I'm gonna
finally add an integration.
I'm gonna mute my mic so that they don't catch the sneeze, and then it still picks up the sneeze.
Yeah, I'm gonna mute my mic so they don't catch the sneeze. Stills in the recording.
Still the recording. It's like, why didn't you edit that out? I didn't hear it. I didn't fucking hear that. Why scream in your ear? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. That caught me off guard. All right. Before we have to go to Spagonia in order to even get to the tornado missions that unlocks Eggmanland. Let me go check my inventory real quick just to make sure I'm not holding on to 99 hero sandwiches like I did last time like an idiot. Actually,
you gonna fully upgrade or no?
Yeah, I was thinking, well, not for Sonic because wait, let me check my status real quick. Because we got ring energy max, which is really the only thing I really care about right now in terms of like main game. My combat's maxed out and my strength is maxed out. So I'm thinking maybe we can level up one more time, just at least get our life up because Eggmanland, ugh, good lord. Oh, is it Shamar? I'm sorry, it's Shamar. Thank you very much, guys. Hold on.
No, sure.
It's. Shut up! It's like gonna be the running joke of this fucking thing. You sure about that? Fuck you. Okay. I want to. Wentos, my man. Hey, you got any good deals lately? I just want to know if you have any, 180 rings.
You get sponsored by the fucking Elgato PR rep, and then like you talk to them for this first time. Are you sure,
Johnny? If only you were stupid rich.
Oh no! Listen, man. It's not a matter of how much money I have. It's a matter of finding the best deals, and this is fucking expensive. I can still afford 99 of them because I think at the end of the day, it's a little under 18,000 rings. But damn, man, that's an expensive fucking hoagie.
It's actually expensive though. Like, what's the ring to dollar ratio? Like,
so wait,
is it like
a solid gold?
The point that I'm making is that I bought these sons of bitches in an earlier session for like 30 rings, and that was a good fucking deal. And now because of the fucking tariffs, there are 180 rings.
$9 for this?
No, I don't think so. I got a coupon.
Jesus Christ, dude. Yeah, I know the prices are random. It's the principle of the thing. God damn it.
So do you blame the Chinese country in this game too, or like?
No. Yeah. Making enemies out of Chunnan. They didn't do anything to me. All right.
Okay. I was playing Final Fantasy VII because I'm not ready for the commitment that is 6. And President Shinra is like, I raised 15% on all Mako. And I'm like, oh my god, he's a villain.
Also, shout out to Mako. I don't think I've ever heard it pronounced like that.
I admittedly don't know how it's pronounced.
It's pronounced it's pronounced Mako. But for years as a kid and teenager, I used to pronounce it as Mako.
Like the shark, yeah.
Yeah, like the shark. Yeah.
Mako makes more sense.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's kind of a you say potato sort of shit. I don't really care.
Tacos with corn tortillas.
See, that's just wrong, though. Now shut up and eat your fucking quesadilla.
There's an X
Final Fantasy. Oh, sorry. Hi, Fonz.
There's an X riling up in me, and it ain't the Latin kind, that's for sure. After that, holy
fuck. So did everyone everyone get your Shantae on the GBA stuff from Limited Run?
I got my ROM that I legally sourced.
Holy shit, dude! Like I've just been like reading up on it on Blue Sky. And like it's a mess. Like it is an absolute
third of the promised content.
Yeah, like
wait, explain.
I love the so I posted a photo in Discord. If you scroll up a bit, you see how dirty the chips are on my cartridge.
Yeah.
Holy fuck! Am I?
It's like they pulled them out of an ashtray.
Yeah, it's like whoever did like just smoke the biggest joint next to it. Just
Shantae and the rundown bar. Go ahead, Fonz.
Yeah, no, this is probably the last thing I'll ever buy from Limited Run. I am not happy with the way a lot of things they've been doing, but this is
like that was it. Like that was a straw that broke the camel's back, essentially. I mean, you're for a lot of people because like it's the way they've handled the GBA stuff is repulsive.
The way they've handled everything has been repulsive.
Yeah.
Oh, great,
But
because
wait
I'm
for
waiting
it
on
also
fucking
is-
7 Yakuza games and a Sonic Collector's Edition from them.
yeah, like
But wait for it is just ass.
Like
right
Victor,
now
I'm
with this.
sorry. You should have just taken the L, bought the PS4 versions physically, and just played it digitally on Xbox. I'm sorry to tell you that.
I'm going to cry.
It's also would have been like 3 times as cheaper. I'm not gonna lie.
Ali, the food gives experience, and Hero Sandwich is one of the best things you can eat for experience.
Yeah. Junetsu. So not limited content, limited run games. If you're talking about like limited content with like Shantae Advance, they promised like a fuck ton of shit. And what we ended up getting is about a third of what they promised, which kind of, checks out because a third of the cartridge is the game. The other 2/3 of the cartridge is fan service art.
Yeah, and if I wanted to go into a GBA game, I could do that on my own time.
Right?
But while I'm already here, yeah, man, it's just a mess. Like,
If I wanted to go into a GBA game, I'd just boot up Shark Tale, the movie.
Yeah, it's
What?
completely uncompressed goon bait.
Jesus Christ, dude. Nah, man,
I'm
I'll just
all for
download a
Shantae
ROM.
goon bait, but like
Just download
time
a
and
ROM.
place.
Yeah, like I'll just download a ROM, dude. Like, I'm glad I completely forgot that Shantae GBA was a thing that was actually being released because that was for years everyone
It's
knew
canceled.
like it was a canceled Shantae game. And then sometime later they announced that, oh, thanks to partnership with Limited Run, we can actually get physical copies of this, and we can actually release this long lost Shantae game. And I don't know how long ago that was, because when news started going around and people started getting their Shantae carts, I was like, right, that happened, and it just completely fucking left my brain.
Yeah, if I recall correctly, it was supposed to come out last year, and then it got delayed to April of this year.
Yeah.
By the way, because of that delay for the carts, the other ports got delayed too, and those are delayed indefinitely.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. To give you a heads up, let's see. I posted in Linky's Discord years, like literally, February 23rd of last year. Holy fuck.
Oof.
Is when I did my pre-order. It cost me $73.83, and that was with shipping and everything.
By the way, looking for the tier one, much appreciate it.
You spent all that money, and you could literally make a better cart yourself for like $20.
Tails, what
You saw that too. Okay, thankfully, I saw that too. It's like Tails lost his whiskers for a second. It looked like
they peeled him.
they freshly peeled Tails.
But again, like it's fine. It's physical media, so yay! As I sit in the cuck chair.
And then it like turns out to like die in 5 years.
Dude, I'm still mad about fucking regular, like my original Shantae card dying mid fucking playthrough.
Yeah.
My pet peeve is and I know a lot of chat share this sentiment is digital keys on physical game cartridges,
I know what you mean. Yeah.
because it's like, come on.
What's the point? Yeah. Like what's in the physical cartridge? Not just a piece of plastic. What am I gonna do with it? You can eat it if you want to.
Because like you can still have your access to that game denied.
Yeah. Lloyd Powell, thanks for the tier one. Much appreciate it.
Just look at all the collections on PS3 with like expired digital codes. I'm looking at you, God of War collection, and
Hey,
Metal Gear
hey.
Legacy collection.
Hey, not just those, but fucking Phantom Pain Definitive Edition, or sorry, MGS5 Definitive Edition also had download codes in there too that were expired, while there's fresh copies sitting in lots at like Walmart and stuff.
Yeah.
But hey, that's why we're having the game key cards with the Switch 2, which should fix that issue, since the code is tied to the cartridge and theoretically shouldn't expire.
Until the servers die, yeah.
Yeah, in like 20 years. Because remember, the Wii servers are still up for you to download stuff. You can't purchase things, but you can at least download them.
Which is crazy. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like a shit from 2006, that's still...
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's running on a single Windows PC these days, but like. But damn.
Yeah, this thing's still fucking.
No, that and it feels like like I had a whole weekend full of PC issues, but I think the limited run thing is more of a spin in the face than that was.
Yeah.
I'm just curious as to why it just turned out ass dirty on the chip.
I just hope that the things at Shantae Advance was mostly an issue with their partnership with Limited Run and not a sign of the future for WayForward as well.
Yeah, like I'm hoping WayForward like sees this and we're like, dude, we gotta cut ties.
We fucked up.
Yeah, this is like this is just as bad on us as it is for them.
Yeah, and I hope that again that maybe WayForward was getting their hands tied by Limited Run, and that's why it ended up the way it was.
My guess is probably just a multiple year contract. Is probably my guess.
Most likely.
Yeah, and I just hope that's the case because I really don't want WayForward to be going downhill like that.
Yeah, like I'm not
promising all these things and then never delivering on it.
Yeah, JC, I'm aware that Konami, Capcom, and Sega are doing stuff with Limited Run. I'm not happy about that. Like, I really am not.
Watch as Switch 2 carts become so expensive that no one wants to do it through Nintendo directly. They just go through Limited Run.
Is that the only thing? Is that the cartridges are really dirty, or what else?
Well, there's also the header issue. It's a headerless game, so it has no name written in the code, which doesn't really mean much, but it can fuck up emulators and actual like proper consoles if you're using
So for context, part of the header isn't just the name; it's also the save type, because there's a couple different save types that the GBA used, and so without that save type listed, your emulator has no idea like how the game is supposed to be saved properly, and that can cause issues.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to look on like Twitter and Blue Sky for like other people's problems with Shantae, but all I'm running into is not safe for work art.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, dude,
I don't
love
see
it
a
when
problem here.
I just hate. Dude, the worst part is when we're troubleshooting something, and you just have the raging boner just trying to fix something.
And because now your blood is being split down between two pieces of your body, and you can't give it 100% of your focus. It's like, fuck, this sucks.
Damn it, I'm rageful and horny.
I need customer support. I don't want actual like relief support. You know what I mean?
I need relief. Okay, I'll give you a handy. No, not the relief. I mean actual relief because I'm tired of being here. Hey, TJ, thank you for the tier 1. Much appreciated. I'll get this on. Thank you very much.
I mean, technically, Risky Revolution did get out by April. Today is the stupid Metal Gear day. So.
Like the stupid Metal Gear.
I'm tired.
I figured as much. Hey!
Yeah. The cartridges that Limited Run games use are incredibly cheap. Like super fucking cheap, to the point that I kind of worry that they'll have issues with physical hardware.
Real quickly, tangentially on that note, Sonic Rumble, whatever the game that's supposed to be, because I've not really been following it, got delayed too. Was that indefinite, or did they give a release on what? Given a time indefinite? Okay, because that was originally supposed to come out early May, but now it's just been indefinitely delayed because of I don't know what, but
think of it like a Fall Guys with Sonic.
Okay, right.
For babies.
I'm gonna be honest. I understand people's frustrations, but I will say, reading the quote retweets on that, I'm like, guys, don't like harass the developers.
No, definitely not. Harass Limited Run instead.
Yes. Put all your attention on what that is.
This is somehow your fault.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure the devs just did their best, and like 9 times out of 10 when it comes to game developer, it's usually just, you're contractually obligated to do this at this amount of time. If you don't do it, you're not getting paid. So it's like, it's really hard to harp on devs.
And like, because there's typically like a lot of publisher influence there.
Yeah.
That kind of fucks with development.
I can feel the last temple nearby.
What do you mean you could feel it?
This is sort of like how Chip wants a picture here? It's sort of like the equivalent of like, oh, this Nazi memorabilia isn't going to be here forever. Might as well get a picture with it. It's
like Chip, is it like a spider sense? Is it your Chip
fuck.
tingle?
I forget. They put you there immediately. Like shit. Like I thought I at least had the homework. but the hobo you don't get
to
until
the
after.
hobo
Yeah, you have to get to the
first.
hobo first.
Is this the infamous half-an-hour stage that I hear
This
about?
is the yeah, half an hour if you got a good pace.
Okay.
No, because like my first time with Eggmanland, and I'll never forget this because I was like, holy shit, I was actually in the stage for that long. Was 72 minutes. This stage kicked my ass my first time. No, come on, I didn't die. I landed right in the cup. That should be immediate S rank.
What is that like? So this whole stage is a feature-length stage. Is what I'm hearing.
If you're really bad at it, yes.
You can cut it down to 15 minutes though.
Yeah.
That's still a TV episode.
I will say the hot dog mission will make you good at this mission. There's only 2 scary parts in this mission, I find. That's the balancing section with the werehog, and the fight section with the werehog. Everything else is kind of whatever.
And then you had Unleashed.
Oh my god, that's so instant. Holy shit. I'm used to that taking like 10 seconds, like on 360.
Oh man, Eggmanland's nighttime theme.
Yeah.
I love the chords.
Oh no, it's good. Yeah.
It's
Great.
so
It's
good.
great music. I just hate this fucking stage. Like, this is not the worst of it. We'll get to the worst of it, like, soon enough. And it's, spoiler words with Werehog. But, like, damn, man. Like, this is legit one of the toughest final, like, levels in Sonic history, I would argue. Unless someone would argue otherwise. Does anything even come close?
What was the question again?
Hardest final Sonic level.
Superstars.
Super...
You know what? That's fair.
No, because
fucking
no,
hated that.
because the level itself is not the problem. The bosses fucking suck in this.
It's part of the level.
Okay, yeah. Oh, granted, I'll give you that. Scrap Brain's hard, but it's not this hard.
Are we talking about version specific or just?
It doesn't really matter. Anything that helps the argument.
What is that shitty GBA port?
Genesis?
Sonic 1? Yeah.
Yeah,
look at
Sonic
that.
Genesis. Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, that's you can just say all of Sonic Genesis. That'll be fair.
Cyber Angel Zone.
Oh, is that Advance 3?
Yeah, the last stages.
I don't even remember that, but maybe that's because
really
maybe that's
bad.
I want to write from my memory.
That's for the best.
Yeah. See, people like
oh
this
my
game, man.
You know, I don't
less
put
platforms and
Sonic
pits.
Advance 3 at like an 8 out of 10 or anything like that. It's a solid 6.8. And it'd be a immediate 7.5 if it weren't for that zone.
I'll give the fast route advice for hot dog missions then, I guess, when I ask for it.
Chaos Angel.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't backseat unless I ask for it, please, because, you know,
Keep my mouth shut.
no, I'm not talking to you.
It's pretty packed back here, so yeah, less backseating would be better. Oh, I
I
didn't know
will
you
say
had a
I don't
couple
think
back
it's the
here.
worst. I still don't think it's the worst hot dog mission. Because like the hot dog missions are bad because you have to play them 9 times, but with
Yeah.
Eggmanland, it's only 3 times.
Dude, it's just a cauldron on a track.
Please
Why
just
is it
jump off of
glitching
the
out?
thing, Sonic. Oh, there's a life here. Why wasn't I jumping off the fucking cup, dude? Like,
A life there because they know you're gonna die.
yeah.
That's
like,
stupid.
Dude, I just wasn't fucking jumping off of the cup.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do a death count by the way. That's death 2.
Yeah, that's Def 2.
Okay.
I would like to grab one
Oh
of
yeah,
the
you're
bots.
live. You're live. I get to talk about this now.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy V. Chat. I beat it. And I have some interesting opinions about Final Fantasy V. Is that
What the fuck? Guess I was too far away.
story-wise, it is overall better than 3. But it's kind of interesting because I grew up playing the 3D 3,
Yeah.
where they kind of tuned up the story to make
Yeah.
it more, to make it admittedly
Where
a
they
lot
try
more
to
like
give,
5.
yeah, where they
Yeah.
try to give the characters some sort of character.
Somewhat, yeah. But not
And
much, though. personally.
No,
Which is
you
kind
gotta
of funny
leave it
because like now that I know both and you know I have my attachment and bias towards 3, is like I would personally put 3 and 5, those specific versions, on the same level, difficulty aside. Because while the ending of 3 fucking sucks, and it does, I find 5 overall to be a more evenly paced but more difficult adventure. Because like 3's just paced terribly because of that ending. 5 is just overall pretty difficult though. At least I found it that way. And now that I'm trying out the original, on the SNES, I'm like, wow, you know, I'm actually kind of enjoying 5 because, like, I think Johnny, in your review, you mentioned that the game is better in hindsight if you're playing it on a like if you're doing a second playthrough and you know what to grind for. That's where I think.
Did I say that?
I think so.
No, I don't recall saying that. But
words in his mouth.
no, because
so when I say in hindsight,
think it's only like when I said in hindsight, I think it was because comparing my first ever experience, which was like in the early aughts, like 2000, 2001, to playing the game in 2023 or 2022, whenever I reviewed the game. I guess in that aspect, because if that was the case I was making, then I would probably say I dock Final Fantasy V some points for that. It's just like, no, it's just because I approached it wrong. And that's entirely on me. Honestly, though, that review's a couple years old, so I don't entirely know. So,
alrighty. Yeah, I will say, chat, the bosses were overall much harder in 5. I had to look up a
The
guide
thing
for
that I
the
did when I
Omega
played
bot.
5 for the second time, it was a grave mistake.
I will say, bards absolutely break the Omega bot because you can just have it not attack the entire fight just by singing.
You're playing the Pixel remaster, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Yeah, I played 5 after high school on the PS1 collection, and they don't work on PS3. It's one of the few backwards compatible games that do not work on PS3.
yeah, I think no, wait, was it PS3 or PS2? No, I'm probably thinking of something. Yeah, I'm probably thinking of something different.
Oh,
Like,
and
where
chat, if
I
anybody's...
couldn't get like past like an hour in on the PS3 version. I literally had to switch to like the fan translation for the SNES version.
Oh yeah, that's what
At
I'm
least
playing,
pretend
right?
I'm smart. Hell no, because if I'm one of these dipshits that feign intelligence when I clearly don't know what the hell I'm talking about, I'm no better than the people that really got on my ass with that sort of shit. I make no qualms about thinking that I know more than what I actually do, because I don't. And to me, there's nothing like, I've already met enough dickheads in my life who try to act as if they're the smartest person in the room, or they're the manliest person in the room, and I'm just exhausted at the idea. Like, I know it's not really like a genuinely like serious thing to expect from me, but it's just like, man, you want to talk about something that immediately turns me off is when I get someone who clearly doesn't know what they're talking about but won't admit to it.
That's the one I'm playing, by the way, Fonz, is the English translation on SNES.
Ooh, okay. I think that's the same one I played.
I think my only big complaint with 5 is it still takes too long to level up jobs. Like, if I could have that × 4 multiplier on for the job level up, I would.
I forgot how stupid precise this is, actually.
And I'm not ready to make the commitment for 6, because I will say, chat, if anybody here is stupid about like 100% completion like I am, 5 was definitely the worst so far on Pixel Remaster. And although Johnny was mentioning it earlier before he started streaming, 6 is apparently not as bad.
Not really. Not in my opinion. In my opinion, not really.
Yeah. You also have a lot more experience with 6, so you know what to expect.
Just what you had to do card collecting in 89.
Well, that's the interesting thing is 7's achievements don't require a completed, like, oh yeah, we're gonna have to discuss the pronunciation of bestiary. But yeah, Final Fantasy VII does not have an achievement for that.
That's good.
Whatsoever. And I'm like, oh, thank God, I can enjoy the game. The only rough achievement that I'm kind of not looking forward to is mastering all materia.
It's not
that bad. It's just tedious. Once you get to the really good AP grinding spots towards the end of the game, it's a cinch. It just takes forever.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know. And there's a ×3, like.
I will say, are you familiar with the W item duplication glitch in 7? It's really easy. It's really easy to do.
Is that
W
in the PC
item?
port?
Say what?
Is that in the PC ports?
Yeah, it's in all versions of the game.
Okay.
What? Well, you know, I'm not gonna be like holier than thou about using glitches.
Yeah.
Cause like whatever. Because that might save me the achievement of getting 99,999,000 killed.
Well, that's easy. All you gotta do is sell some all
achievements.
mastered all material, and you'll get to that in no time.
Yeah, that's why, that's why I'm getting multiple.
No, so W item duplication glitch. It allows you to just duplicate items in your inventory, and that includes stuff like elixirs and mega elixirs. And the reason why I recommend you do that is because some of the best enemies that give you AP towards the end game are magic pots, and you need to give them elixirs in order to satisfy them.
Oh yeah, something in Final Fantasy V had that.
Yeah, because they were introduced in 5. Fun fact.
Yeah.
They were in 7 as well, and if you give them elixir, they give you a lot of AP. And if you do the W item duplication glitch to max out your elixirs, there you go. Like, they're technically not the best form of AP. Those are the movers, but they're a rarer encounter from my experience. And
Okay.
you run into
So the movers return in 5 as well.
yeah. Movers are back
Or
in
7.
Yeah, because they're in 6, but they don't really do anything. They're not really special. And they're in 7, but in 7, they're the best source of AP in the game. They also give you a shitload of gil. I fucking hate being here, dude. Oh my god.
Oh, and my favorite character in 5 is definitely Ferris.
I love
Ferris is
Ferris.
awesome.
How do I let go?
God,
Without
I'm so glad I'm playing through these games because now I know the characters. It's like I was so tunnel vision with like my focus on 3, 4, and
Yeah.
7. Why don't
That's
more
fine.
people play all the Final Fantasies?
Victor, it's fine. We have 14. That covers everything already.
yeah, essentially.
Or people really think it does that, and they get confused when characters appear and they're like, huh?
Like General Godzilla in the chat, you like Ferris or Yar Ferris? I know what you're talking about, and because I've been playing the Pixel Remaster, and also the retranslated SNES
Yeah.
ROM, I don't know the Yar Ferris because that's the PlayStation 1
Good.
version.
I don't miss Yar Ferris. Such an obnoxious fucking accent to read. Fatal, thank you for the raid, and you as well. Was it Worth Gaming? Both of you, party it too. Much appreciated. You guys are like twins in that aspect.
Oh, and I also just watched last night because I was really curious, as I've played every Final Fantasy IV Under the Sun,
Okay.
except for the original on SNES.
Now, when you say original,
yeah.
do you mean original, or original English translation? Because there's a difference.
Yeah, because like 4 never came to like America.
For
Final
original,
Fantasy
did not.
II on the SNES.
Okay, that's the first English translation. So that is a butchered version of the game, where they removed all the unique character abilities, and the translation is not very good.
Yeah,
it was
and I'm gonna be
serviceable
honest,
for the time, but yes, it's
Yeah.
not that good.
the lack of depth is kind of what's turned me off from it. And I looked up a comparison video of all the versions of 4,
Hate this
and I'm
so
like,
much.
man, and it's kind of led me to form my biggest gripe
Right
against
here.
the Pixel
Like,
remasters.
What is this? Like, what is this, real quick? What is this fucking camera angle? You think because of this camera angle, you have to go through the door? No, that's the door you just came out of. So now you have to go down, and your
Yeah, if
only
you
sort
sprint
of
jump,
hint,
you can just hold B.
If your
and-
only sort of hint is this fucking ring, you can't turn the camera around either. Like during this either. Like, what the fuck is this shit, dude? Like, God, like they thought. Like, why are you not facing forward during this? Because the camera immediately turns around once you get on this platform as well. So, like, what's going on? Anyway, I'm sorry for interrupting. Go ahead.
No, you're all good. Hot dog missions are going to make you speed run this shit like mad.
Yeah,
except for this
no
section
doubt.
here.
Jesus Christ, dude.
This is the worst part in the level.
The
in my
depth
opinion.
perception is so bad in this stage. Holy
The
shit.
depth perception is one. You don't have a drop shadow either, so like, it's hard to get. Like, see, look, I didn't mean to do that. I just fucking almost yeeted off the damn pipe. Oh my god.
Bottom route is better here, by the way, by a long shot.
Yeah.
The camera will turn automatically here.
Yeah, as it
Twice.
does in like in a lot of places. Like, honestly, like I feel safer hopping because even with a lack of drop shadow, I feel like I have better control in the air than I do on the pipe. Like, where the fuck is my shadow, dude? Like, why do I not have one? It's like basic 3D platforming, like one-on-one. Man. And
Me
it's like-
after SA2.
back to like the Final Fantasy IV translation talk real
Yeah.
quick. Like, it's really funny how like, yeah, the Final Fantasy II translation is very hit or miss to some people. People still live and die by the Ted Woolsey translation of 6.
Well, yeah, because the Ted Woolsey translation of 6 though is genuinely good though. You know, the 4 translation I don't think was Ted Woolsey. I think it was somebody else. That Ted Woolsey started in Mystic Quest. I want to say off the top of my head. It's been a while since I played the game. But
I will say, if I were to change anything about the Pixel remasters, though, it would be that they should have been the penultimate versions of every game.
yeah,
Because 4 is just, it really is back to the basics
Yeah.
for game mechanics.
yes,
And that's kind of been what's bothered me the most about that version 4. It's still a perfectly fine version of the game. But I do kind of miss augments and the DS enhancements, and it's strange because
you hate the deeper level of combat in 4DS. That was
No,
required.
I love the deeper level.
No. I said that. Like, it's like you love the deeper level of combat in 4DS. That's what I said.
Right.
Yeah. Because that game required you to have that sort of shit because of the ramped up difficulty. I'd argue because for originally SNES or otherwise is not as difficult, there'd be no point in having those augments because it'd make the game too easy. Like
Chat's like Gaslight.
OG
Inbo
game.
also heard you said I hate it.
No.
I'm like, what?
I definitely, I don't think I did. But I don't know. Like, people like to
Jack,
gaslight
clip
me
that.
anyway. Yeah, I mean, go right ahead. I don't care. But
It's also really weird with like Final Fantasy's like releases not being fully complete after having a complete version sometimes.
Right.
Like how in 6, technically the GBA version is the most complete version of Final Fantasy 6.
yeah. I mean, I'm also of the mindset that despite there being a 4-pixel remaster, the best version is still the PSP version for me.
That's the
complete collection.
It's interesting because that's how I feel about Final Fantasy IV.
Yeah, that's what I said.
The best version is the PSP.
I literally just said that.
Well, I thought we were talking. You mentioned 6 though.
No,
PSP.
yeah, no. Ron mentioned 6. Jesus Christ.
But
Okay, I'm just.
yeah, that's sort of what I mean though. Is I do kind of wish the Pixel remasters had all the best bits of every version that's released of 4, and that's a problem of there being like 13 different versions of 4 you can play.
Yeah.
Like I just found out there was this weird it's like the something color Wonder Swan version of 4.
Wonder Swan color version of 4, yes.
Yeah, which is what the GBA versions are
Version
primarily
is
based off of. Yeah.
Which I actually like the GBA versions, warts and all.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Wonder Swan with a cameo in the Street Fighter Alpha movie.
Dude, this conveyor belt is like really fucking fast. One second.
What are you
I
trying to
also
do?
discovered
I'm trying to get to this launcher here so that I can get that. Fuck, dude, I meant to do that. I think I can.
Also,
still-
like the original mobile ports of
There we
like
go.
the Final Fantasy games weren't too bad. They just looked ugly as fuck.
My favorite thing about the GBA version of 4 was the double turn glitch. Because that Final Fantasy IV Advance was the first of the Advance lineup for the GBA, and it's pretty obvious how the game's coding handles like active battles. Because sometimes the game would just give you 2 turns in a row, and it was great, especially for like the optional like Super Ball shit.
Also, depending what emulator you use, it was a good way to test how powerful your CPU was.
Really?
The intro like weird mode 7 like would lag in some emulators.
And okay, this is my most controversial take. Is like, I will agree that Final Fantasy IV on PSP is gorgeous, but there's something I kind of prefer about the more rigid pixel sprites.
What's
Because like the really fine pixel sprites for PSP is really nice, but it does kind of give me mobile phone port vibes because they're so detailed.
main disagree? Because there are. Did you see the mobile phone versions of 5 and 6?
Yes, I have.
That is mobile phone version. I can't agree with that.
To
one.
me, that's
yeah.
that's the extreme. Like,
Yeah.
Final Fantasy IV on PSP is beautiful.
Yeah.
It's just I'm so used to seeing them really pixelated or in
Off he
3D.
goes.
That's what, 4? Death 4?
No, I think that's 5. What? How many deaths are we at, guys?
Nobody's counting.
Yeah, we just kind of forgot. So, I mean, I don't really care. Yeah, I think
So,
we're
like,
Death with Braun, let's go, baby.
For chat, for who doesn't remember the old mobile ports for Final Fantasy 4, 5, and 6, it's weird. It was trying to be like weird Amano style artwork.
I don't think
with
they. I don't think
chibi style like sprites.
Quickly to interject, I don't ever think there was a 4 release for mobile phones. It started with 5 and 6.
Because they used the DS version. For
Oh, okay. I was making strictly the 2D games.
Yeah, it was just. Yeah, I think it was just 5 and 6. Yeah. And then same with 3, they just ported the PSP version to mobile, which was a port of the DS version.
I do kind of want more pixel remasters. Like, I love the After Years in that style.
Well, After Years was also part of the Complete Collection too, and in my opinion, that's the best way of playing the game. It doesn't do anything for the story, unfortunately, but you know, it's a good version of the game because it looks just as good as like 4 Complete Collection.
It's really funny that it got a 3D remake.
Yeah, it got a 3D remake. It's like, who asked for this? Like, I'm genuinely curious as to what the process was behind that, because I looked it up and like, this doesn't really seem to be anything special. So why bother doing it?
I'm guessing it was just a quick and dirty job because it just reuses everything from 4.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, it could be worse.
Oh yeah, this is.
It could be the Mega Man X iOS port.
Oh fuck, dude! I thought the platform was gonna lower, and it did not. What was
isn't that game still like $10 sometimes?
Yeah, the Mega Man X iOS port.
Oh, the Flash version.
The fugly ass art.
Yeah, with
for the longest time.
With the fucking screen transitions or lack thereof.
Didn't that finally arrive like on
eventually-
Android for like a couple years ago?
Well, eventually they got rid of the fugly ass art. It still doesn't fix the other issues with the game. The stage effects don't actually happen.
Oh,
Really? So like, if
And
you
because there's
finish off Storm Eagle, Spark Mangel's state is not affected.
Yeah.
That's
so because
strange.
there's no stage effects, they had to like change some items around. Like Flame Mammoth's heart tank.
It has been the funniest thing.
By the way, that's
Transition
still
from-
getting updates.
Is it? That's funny.
oh yeah, because it needs to run the new iPhones.
Where's the fuck?
It's
some reason
14 years
Capcom-
old.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Shouts to the robot that was still clearly down there.
It's like that port is 14 years old and it's still getting updates. To
I mean,
make sure it runs on the latest iPhones.
I mean, so did the DMC4 mobile port also was getting constant updates until like I think a couple years ago, where they finally got
Yeah.
delisted.
Meanwhile, Dead Space, on the other hand, Dead Space is you know,
It's fine. I'm pretty sure the port of Resident Evil Degeneration, the one that's based off the movie, is still.
I
like,
didn't realize
lost
there was a
media.
game tie-in for that.
It was mobile port only. You literally just go like beat for beat from the movie.
The funniest transition has been going from the pixel remasters straight to 7, because even with the pixel remasters, well, yeah, in general, if you look at the latest release of each Final Fantasy, it is such a stark difference in direction. Because like Final Fantasy 1 through 6 has these beautiful pixel remasters, and then you go to Final Fantasy 7 and it's like a fully 3D movie.
Well, it's based off the PC port, which wasn't the best.
Right, and well, that can also apply to the PlayStation 1 original and the re-releases there too. Is you're going from 2D to 3D, so that's already a big leap, but it really does make you realize how much technology has advanced between those two games.
I wonder, is Bioshock still available on iOS?
No, that's been long gone. I think it was only like available for like half a year before it got taken down.
Gotcha.
Because it was a 32-bit app, and then like it was released right before Apple said like no more 32-bit apps.
Gotcha. Well,
It's fine, Victor. Just wait till you get to the other PS1 Final Fantasy games where they're like, look, we have like CD space. We're gonna fucking use the CD space.
I was gonna play the audio from DMC Refrain because I just downloaded it again, but the audio is broken.
Oh.
And it's funny because like when I go into my games, you know, my apps and stuff, my app history purchases, it shows up on there, but whenever I click on the app itself to like pull up the page for it, it's just missing.
Oh, nice clipping.
It's just kind of in limbo.
I used to have the old Metal Gear Solid 4 port for iOS. Air quotes, port.
That was a thing, yeah.
Yeah, where it was a cover
shooter thing.
where you just go through all acts just shooting like Gecko and just random fucking enemies.
I remember that. The precursor to the Goddess of Victory, Nike.
Literally,
Real quick, is it normal for critical attack to not have the point bonus thing on the front? Am I still getting the points for that?
You should be, yeah.
Do they just keep spawning in this room? Oh, that's right. Don't I have to like leave?
like that's what Chet's been saying.
It's a door on the left.
Oh, okay. No, because you need to hit the switch. Okay, so after a while, the enemy... So you can't farm for points. That's right. I keep thinking, like, I'm close to the end. Ow. They had to censor that because it was too violent.
For this room, when you're speed running it, you can go straight to that switch and just hit it before the enemies get to you.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
Okay, so you're doing Eggmanland now.
Nope.
Okay, where are you?
Eggmanland's doing him.
Alright, I hope at least it brought you dinner.
You know, talking back to mobile ports, remember the weird fucking, like, fetish that, like, game developers had that everything needed a companion app?
Yes.
Yes. That ever
Yes, Fallout.
Well, Metal Gear had one for, like, the iDroid app. I know GTA 5, when that launched, had that big-ass one.
Yeah, I guess Nintendo is doing that with their, like, Switch app, I guess. Oh, yeah, because of the new Switch 2 stuff they're doing with it for some reason.
Don't worry, I won't have access to it anyway.
Back when I was in my first RPG,
I have to kill these enemies in order for that barrier to go down, right? Or there's another switch I have to hit.
You probably have to...
Probably?
No.
I think you kill the enemies.
Not that one, though.
Oh, yeah, so this room just sucks. Okay, so... Alright, I just wanted to make sure. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure that was like a room that you had to like kill all the enemies and other shit like that.
No,
What's that, Death 7?
Yeah.
But
John, it's a fan. It blows, not sucks.
Fans can suck though if you reverse the oscillation.
Yeah, but this one doesn't blow. That will explain my jump.
What were you saying though, Fans?
No, like, what draws them, I think that's how do you say is, like, yeah, no, in MGS5, you were able to actually, it was pretty much your pause menu, your iDroid menu, just, like, on the, like, on your phone, which is actually pretty cool to listen to, like, the tapes on it. The problem with it, it broke really easily, because if you have custom music, it will not work with it.
Oh.
One of the mobile games I grew up playing when I was in my RPG craze, and this just got brought back to my memory, it was a game called Zenonia. Does anybody know of that game?
No.
That is a very niche title that I remember really liking it, but and it was popular enough to get a release on DS, but not physically. It was a DSiWare game.
Oh.
And I'm like, wow. I remember being shocked that I got a DSiWare port.
That, like, stage, like, in between where, like, mobile games were ported to, like, console games was a really strange time.
Just gonna wait.
Wait.
I'm looking at you, Angry Birds on PS3.
Yeah, to be honest, it was in the same vein as Angry Birds.
God, I hate this fucking stage so much.
Yeah, I think there's the stage. Well, a stage everyone hates because one, it takes so long, and two, it's just awful.
It's the length of the stage is really not my problem. It's the fucking janky camera, and just how like awkward it can be. If anything, that's the thing that rides up my ass more than anything is that like the Sonic sections are, you know, they're fast and they're brutal, but they're over before you know it. Even if you're not doing very well, the Werehog just doesn't know when to stop, and God, it doesn't feel fulfilling going through. Even after the like when we start revisiting these levels for like the hot dogs and shit like that, and I'm, you know, knowing a more optimized route, knowing like the tricks of the trade to make it easier, it's like I'm not gonna feel fulfilled during this shit, dude. Like I'm just gonna be like, thank God it's over.
That enemy over the bottomless pit, by the way, caused one of my most rage-inducing parts during the hot dog missions.
Yeah.
Because you die, it's a start. You gotta start over.
Jesus Christ.
The time limit will not be a problem, by the way.
No, I'd imagine not.
Yeah, Savior Unleashed.
Yeah, I'm saving my Unleashed. I know there's big dudes coming up later.
It's the last fight, I believe.
It is funny to think that Angry Birds is now owned by Sega.
Is it?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
Rovio.
bought Rovio.
In fact, I think Angry Birds got released for Super Monkey Ball. You can play as what's his name, Red?
Yeah, I think his name was just Rhett.
The red
Is
one
this the
and
room,
yellow
or is
one.
there another room after this?
Victor,
I
yes,
think there's a
was
room
gonna-
after this.
I mean, there's a door there.
Oh, you know what? The wizard here tells me this is the last room.
Ian says
There's
there's
a
last
lot-
two rooms. Hold on. Wait, is there a wizard here? I'll see a wizard.
There's no wizard there. I was going to say.
The wizard
That's
told
the
me.
wizard.
Oh,
What else did the
there's
wizard tell you?
There's the wizard.
I was going to say, does the wizard also tell you the winning number for the lottery? I could really use a couple of million.
This is not the last room, says Chad.
Okay.
I almost fucked you over.
I mean, I don't really care.
Are you
Like,
the-
again, I ate all those fucking hoagies to max out my strength for a reason, is so I can take care of guys lickety-split without having to resort to Unleash or so much.
The wizard's also telling me to go eat at Dick's Last Resort.
Excuse me. Fuck.
No, you're excused. Now, I was also going to say, Chad, if you're wizards, can you tell me the secret?
Yo, why do the
Yes,
fucking
you-
wizards have armor frames?
Because they're wizards. They're mirror image.
No,
Like you-
wizards are supposed to be squishy.
Yeah, so that's why they use things like stone skin.
Yeah, you say that, but until they cast non-magic missile, everyone's laughing at them.
Magic missile, sleep. Magic whistle.
I'm so excited to get that skill.
What? Sleep. Are you doing
What's
6
the-
now, Victor?
Yeah, like,
I'm sorry? Repeat that?
You're doing 6 now, right, Victor?
I'm not ready for the commitment that is 6, because 5 really did take it out of me with the completion.
6 is so
And I
much
looked
easier
at-
than 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I looked at the missables for 6, and the list was just as long, and I'm like, I'm not ready.
That's because it's split into different worlds like 5, but it's just when it changes in 6, it's permanent. But then again, I would say that the big hardest part about 5 is like you can miss an entire town, the Mirage town. If I recall correctly.
Now, so I can at least get some health.
Yep. In 5, I did get to the
Ooh.
Phantom Village, yeah.
Although I'll say of that era of games 4, 5, and 6, I find 4's soundtrack
Honestly?
to be the best.
Oh,
The
really
thing
quick, worry
that-
about the big guy first.
No, I'm taking care of the wizards first. Because the wizards
No,
can
look,
restore
look.
health.
What's the wizard gonna do?
Heroes, you say that, but I think the hardest part of 6 is trying not to make it your personality after playing it.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, the thing that drives me up my ass the most about the big dudes is the shockwave is one thing. It's the fucking cooldown afterwards. Like, why do I have to mash the A button to get back up after getting hit by the shockwave? Like, that shit is
maybe
just
it-
fucking annoying.
No, 7 gets a pass because Cloud is edgy and cool like that. Wait, what do you mean Cloud isn't edgy? The internet told me so.
What do you mean Cloud's actually a massive fucking troll?
Yeah, what do you mean he's not a moody fucking bitch?
Yeah,
What?
that might be something that Advent Children kind of ruined about Cloud because he was never supposed to be a bully bitch.
Yeah, I remember I was watching Advent Children. My mom came in, saw Cloud, and said, "Who the hell stole his ice cream?" That was the entire
Cactus out his
personality.
ass.
No, so that's literally, he looked like someone stole his ice cream. Why is he so moody? And that kind of made me go, yeah, I don't like Moody Cloud anymore.
I'm kind of glad that, although I haven't really played much of it, 7 Remake and Rebirth seem to course correct that, is that Cloud's still moody, but he's not like...
I know the ring is there, by the way. I want to take it to this wizard because it's the principle of the thing.
The thing about Rebirth is that it also shows that, like, Cloud trying to be is trying to
hold
hard
on
to
real
be.
quick, because I'm seeing in the chat being knocked out from the movie is like there's like this is like the 8th time people have told me that. That's not what I'm getting at. I'm getting at why is there a move in this game that requires me to mash A to get up in the first place? I'm not talking about how do I ignore it. I'm talking about why is it in the game in the first place. That is what I'm talking about. That's all. That's literally all I'm talking about. That's literally it. I'm not asking for advice on how to ignore it. I'm asking why is it in the game. It's just fucking annoying. Like there's nothing else in the game that does that. But it's also like
33
Jesus
minutes.
Christ.
There
all
We're
that
actually
fuckery,
almost at an S rank.
all that fuckery, all of those shenanigans, the amount of deaths I had, and that was almost an S rank anyway. Like Jesus Christ. Like I don't doubt that I'll be able to get it next time because again, this is the first time I played Eggmanland since the SGE playthrough. I want to say which was like 5 or 6 years ago. But I do not like this stage at all. Like it is appropriately punishing for a final level, but man, like it's got a lot of fucking valleys.
But
Sorry.
Yeah, Victor, I was about to go into it. Like what Rebirth and Remake are shown is that the personality that Cloud is shown there is false. It's fake.
Yeah. Hey, Bristol, thank you for the tier 1. Much appreciate it.
How far are we allowed to talk about Rebirth? Because there's a scene that makes me
John hasn't finished it, so Rebirth is.
Nope.
All right, then I'll keep on because there's a part near the end that makes me laugh because I'm not gonna explain it. Goddammit, I'm just gonna say it makes me laugh.
No, listen. I am justified because I had other friends who said I'm not gonna say anything, and then they inadvertently say something anyway. Like
You don't want to set expectations.
So let me just say at the start of it, I liked how they characterized Sephiroth more as a person who is a proper person in the start of the game in Rebirth, and you go into flashback like.
Really start fucking with John. Like I haven't played like any of Rebirth because I never finished Remake.
Yeah.
Because it was such a departure from the original that it was hard for me to adjust.
It was
I didn't admittedly like it at first. Also, I really want a fucking Xbox version because I don't want a PlayStation.
Well, you can play it on PC.
Yeah.
But that's the PC version, and that's not Xbox achievements.
Well, you get Steam achievements in Steam. If that makes you feel a little better.
Gross.
But I did really like Remake. It's just that towards the end, when I was doing it, I had 2 kids running circles around it, and I had a migraine. So the last bit of Remake was soured because of that.
Oh, and that's going to be forever an associative memory, because now when you get to that part, you're going to be reminded of the first time you got there, and you're going to immediately remember that migraine.
Migraine and yelling kids.
Yeah, I mean the kids are one thing. I mean, like, it's whatever, but like the migraine, that's a personal thing. That's like that fucks with you.
Wait.
So now you're gonna have phantom migrrantes.
There was
We're talking about yelling at kids.
Where I fought kids because I was back in the yield of this. I say it was about half a year ago. I was living with my best friend, and when we moved together, me, him, and his wife, there were 3 of us. Then I left, there was 5 living at that place.
There was for me where like the final fight with Sephiroth in Remake, like the audio glitch, so the song started looping at a weird like every 2 seconds. So I'm like, oh cool, that's forever looping in my. No, it was not
and it just keeps looping.
It was like very. It was like, oh, okay.
very. Yeah, that's the pity. But I do want to, because when I finished Rebirth, and through that thing, I didn't have a migraine, I didn't have yelling kids. I was just enjoying everything of it. But I need to redo Remake again later on, just so I can maybe overwrite that memory. Because
I
love the Final Fantasy VII remakes. They're just been a dream come true for me.
Yeah.
I still need to play the Yuffie DLC. That's the one thing I haven't done.
Yeah, you mean an integrate?
Yuffie.
Yuffie?
Yuffie.
Yeah.
Was it a furry?
Yuffie.
Yeah, it's Yuffie.
No,
Oh, yeah, you're up about
he said Yuffie, not Yiffy.
Go back to the game real quick. You're about to find my favorite boss in this game.
Well, you don't spell like Cloud with a capital C space and then the word loud.
Sorry about my dad. He's sick.
C Loud, I think, is his underground rapper name. If I had to take a guess.
What you mean? Tifa's name is not Teef.
No, because legit people. There were times where I had friends and I'm not friends with them anymore because they pronounced it as Tifa, and I was like, "What the fuck are you getting that from?"
That's the way I pronounced it.
About emphasis, by the way, I don't ever actually unfriended someone for something so petty.
Yeah.
Also, y'all giving me shit about Yuffie. Like, all right, how do you pronounce Eris?
It's a different thing. That's different. That's different. That's different.
Is it?
Yes,
it's
it
in
is.
The manual. It's in the manual.
No, because no one disagrees if you pronounce Aeris as Eris. No one disagrees if you pronounce Aerith as Aerith. We're talking about a name that is spelled the same no matter the translation, but you say Yuffie and it's Yuffie.
Why is it spelled Yuffie?
Yeah,
If not Yuffie, why Yuffie shaped?
I was about to say, Fonzie, is like Tifa is how I pronounced it back in 1997 when I was still learning proper pronunciations of written English. Therefore, Tifa is the Icelandic pronunciation of her fucking name. Congratulations, you have an accent. I'm proud of you.
The interesting thing about Eris/Aerith, because she goes by both names, and I know this because the achievement list still calls her Eris, which I found interesting because from what I understand, that was originally a typo. But now they're just rolling with it.
Well, the whole thing is like her name is Aerith, but like her pronunciation is Edison. So it's just how it's said.
Yeah.
It was pretty much a direct translation of her name, kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, they got it right for Cloud, but it's pretty hard to fuck up Cloud, though. And it's like, okay, say Cloud. I'm not used to seeing this go so fucking fast. Holy shit.
Yeah, no, we saw a lot of more slowdown. This is legit one of my favorite QTEs in the game. I just love Sonic dismantling this thing piece by piece, and Eggman panicking over it.
This is my favorite fight in the game. I also just love the music of it. Is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
The only thing that's close is the second part of the Dark Gaia when you get Endless Impossibility instrumental version.
Oh, the Supersonic fight, essentially.
Yeah. It's so fucking good.
I'm actually curious to how the Dark Gaia, like the Gaia Colossus thing, is going to work with no lag.
Everything was super speed.
I'm more wondering like the control.
Oh, it's fucking hard. It's really fucking hard.
Yeah, because like the Gaia Colossus stuff I never liked in the 360 version because there's so much fucking lag, and that Colossus controls like shit.
Yeah.
If we're talking also about like fun, like dumb translation stuff, it's really funny when a game gets an English dub in the first game and then can't afford an English dub in the second. So all the translated name, yeah,
they could only get Mark Hamill for once for Massimo.
You say that, I love like the hard honorifics in Yakuza 1, like the dub where they have to call people Oyabun and stuff like that, and then you hear it in Japanese and it sounds like great. No.
Yeah, so what was I say? Like in nowadays, they say, you mean Yuffie-san? I said san, not san. Or One-san. I don't know.
Actually, that's actually pretty interesting because like hearing Mark Hamill say Kiryu-san, it's kind of jarring because he's.
Hold on, as a Yakuza,
He doesn't say Kiryu-san.
he says Kazuma-san.
Kazuma-san, yes. Kazuma-chan, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's Chan. It's Chan because there's a call Chan there. and then you have to deal with him coming out with a goddamn.
You're getting a little too buddy-buddy by calling him by his first name. You have to call him by his last name.
Yeah, it's basically if you start calling him by his given name, you are into intimacy territory. San is being respectful about it.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be like a double play because like he's being a little more serious by still using his like family name and whatnot. But by using Chan, he's also being like playful because it's like a close friend sort of thing.
Yeah, it's also used. It's pretty demeaning.
Yeah, I
it's
did
demeaning
almost
to
miss
use it about our man.
Very thought that was just that.
Yeah.
Hey! Sorry, I gotta keep the voice a little loud because my head's still a little funny.
I want to start a little Yakuza debate here. Is that fundamentally speaking, Majima is very much a different character from Zero to Kiwami. Like they are two different characters written in very different ways.
It's like he actually got character development in the other game.
Because I've heard the debate that with recent Yakuza titles, they're more so matching his characterization from Zero to make him more likable, and I would love to hear people's opinions about that.
Well, it's because Zero is the most like profitable game in the entire series for the most part. So you're gonna want the fan favorite character from that game to be more like that version.
Yeah, like a couple things. First of all, please stop playing Yakuza 0. Play another Yakuza game.
No, only Zero exists.
It's a second. The thing about Majima is that he became a fan favorite like around 3.
Yeah.
Because if you play 1 and 2, in 1 he original 1 he's there for 7 minutes total screen time, just about.
Yeah. He's
also see the intro, and then you find him at the
asshole.
Yeah, you find him in Shangri-La. Then in 2, there's the whole Majima construction sit, which is very short compared to Kiwami 2. And then he's relegated to just like in the background doing stuff in 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's literally like Zero. As much as I like Zero, and every time I say play something else other than Yakuza 0, I joke, play whatever the fuck you want. It's really funny when people play Yakuza, they go straight to 0, and that annoys me.
Well, 0 is the is the first
It's
number.
the lowest number.
Yeah.
You have to start at the beginning. What do you mean?
And also,
Kiwami
Zero
is
was
the
made
start?
to be like the game that helps get people into the series, which kind of sucks because of the huge gameplay difference between Kiwami and Zero.
Kiwami and 0.
Quick question, Johnny. Are you gonna blue ball people and immediately quit this stage? Because you could. You could immediately come back here and save this as the last S rank.
But if I don't get the S rank on my first try, I'm gonna be repeating it anyway.
You're giving him ideas. Like,
So no, I'm gonna play it as normal. Because we can always just do it again, like for the finale to cap it off.
But no, I'm with Blue Dino. I prefer playing like chronological release order rather than like chronological order.
So you start with 1, 2. When did 0 come out?
0 came out after 5.
Here to me. I hate that line read. I really hate that line read.
It sounds a little bit whiny, honestly.
I mean,
He's summoning Exodia!
Also with 0, it really helps that like it was released after the whole thing with Saejima too. So you still get that backstory with Majima for a bit with his like thing in the Tojo clan. It's very weird where Yakuza has gone throughout the years.
Yeah,
It's
but like
complex.
going back to the whole like Majima thing and his characterization changing since 0, since that was where he's most popular. I mean, Shadow has the same issue. I would argue that Shadow's characterization has been vastly different post.
Do you legit not get
post
ranked?
05.
You don't get ranked the first time beating this boss? That's weird. So we gotta play it twice anyway.
Yeah, I guess.
You don't get ranked?
For the first time? That's what chat's saying?
Anyway, you're playing in a couple of buildings, so of course this guy handles like ass. It's like I'm driving a house.
Alright, so this is Dark Gaia Phase 1. We're in control of the Gaia Colossus. This is Chip's moment to shine, and I'm glad the frame rate's a little stabilized. This thing still controls slow as balls. Everything that you do is delayed, except the boost. The boost, like, is pretty responsive, but your punch which you have to do sometimes because there's going to be a meteor. Sometimes you're going to have meteorites that are just blocking your path completely.
Fuck this laser.
This laser, by the way,
Yeah.
if you don't get out of the way and guard, you're just eating a shitload of damage, and that was really unlucky for me. I keep hitting RT to boost, and it's like I'm not playing Frontiers.
All right, you're almost there.
How bad is the lag in like the Xbox version of this? Or
It's well, I mean, it runs at 30 as opposed to 60 for one thing, and the thing is just slow.
Like I said, it sounds
Gotcha.
like you're controlling a house.
Yeah. So it's funny. The Wii and PS2 version of this game completely changes this fight, where it's not this at all. You just do punch out.
Yeah.
And
it's
honestly, it's-
kind of fun, honestly.
yeah, it's legit an improvement.
oh, okay, I see how it is. You praise Sonic Unleashed for being punch out, but people played in Deltarune and suddenly people fucking hate it. I see how it is.
Well, yeah, but why do they
Yeah.
matter?
Well, the Unleashed Punch Out isn't as hard
I keep
as the
telling people.
Deltarune
I
Punch
keep
Out.
telling Deltarune fans, please play something other than Yakuza 0.
And, like going back to it with the whole like Yakuza topic though, like Shadow, he's characterized with his 05 persona, like going forward. He's not really like the mysterious genie guy from Heroes and SA2.
And so the-
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's
hoping
because,
to-
you know, sure, he was super popular with SA2. That's the whole reason why they brought him back. But Heroes is, Shadows, where he became, like, extremely popular, you know?
and then Shadow almost killed him again.
And everyone, like, identifies with the brooding edginess of 05 Shadow. And that's why he's still like that to this day.
And then you have to deal.
He never left Hot Topic.
And then you have to deal with Majima and Yakuza Kiwami, which I fucking hate the Majima Everywhere system.
Oh, you mean when
God,
he comes
it's
out of the
okay.
trash can?
Fuck that. Tried to get fucking like Legend to get like the dragon form. It's like fuck doing all that Majima shit.
Yeah, you mean when he comes out of everywhere? I only know
I don't know if
that.
this
it's
was.
just-
Like it's
So
fun in
go
the
ahead, Trios.
beginning,
I'm-
but like once you start getting
I'm
the
the
purple health
master.
bar, it's like fuck this.
I'm a master at accidentally interrupting Trios. Sorry, go ahead, Trios.
Yeah, it seems to be a running gag with us. But I was going to say, I think the only thing I really know about that, because I haven't played Kiwami, is just that him popping out of the fucking trash.
Oh, like it's hilarious. Like it's hilarious when it happens. It's just trying to like max out your dragon, like your dragon stance. You have to fight him like 50 times by the end, and by the end he
These
has
fights
like
aren't that bad.
no, but it's just by the end he has so much health. It's just so fucking like boring.
Is it worse than that, what, Mr. Big or whatever the hell that guy was
Mr.
called?
Shakedown?
Yeah,
No,
Mr.
Mr.
Shakedown, yeah.
Shakedown's legitimately a horrible mechanic. Like, I hate it.
Yeah.
Just get the slime shotgun. You can one-shot that fucker.
Yeah, I don't know where that is. Last time I got caught up in this girl trying, I think she was trying to trying to impress the guy that she loved or something like that. Right.
Yeah, no, Victor, we don't use guns here. Those are the tools of the enemy.
Proceeds to use a gun.
Was it ever established that Kiryu, like,
No, no,
Oh,
it's
that
like
time
people
uh,
gave.
Yeah, Kiryu
people
doesn't
gave
kill.
Kiryu-
That one time
It-
Kiryu killed a guy.
yeah,
There's
I
like
mean,
fucking so many times where he's killed a guy.
no, he hasn't killed them. He only threw them out of a 4-story building and piled them down to the ground. With them going legs up first, but that guy didn't die. He just suffered crippling paralyzation for the rest of his life.
Person that he shot out of a moving car. No, they're fine. They didn't
Shoots.
die from that.
Shoots
It's
a
gotta-
fucking missile with a hand.
I mean, it goes by Batman Arkham Knight logic. Even if you drive them down at 200 miles per hour, they're gonna electrify first, therefore it's non-lethal.
He's still breathing. He's like,
I know this is
missile
gonna sound. I know this is gonna sound like out of topic, but it's really awkward that Kamurocho has to deal with a 9/11 just about every year.
Yeah. Let's talk about the give and take. 9/11, but there's money showers every year.
But also everything about the fucking the lot that everyone's trying to get. And it's like, man, that's a lot of money. It looks at how much Amazon makes on a daily basis. You know what?
Yeah,
Never
if it-
mind. That's actually not much.
You have to remember, this was back in 1990.
How did I do that?
80. This was 80s.
How did I do that?
Yeah.
Wait,
You saw that? I just kind of like ignored the rock.
You did
entirely.
a one-frame punch.
Yeah, did I do a 1 frame? Okay, I got 2 rocks that time.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
It's kind of hard to ignore
Sick
the
as
rock,
shit.
John.
Well,
But-
hasn't he become a heel now?
But he has.
Well, he hasn't been on TV for like the last
but
like 3
I
months.
can't ignore him because he has Travis Scott with him.
Kiryu versus Arkham Batman. I cannot stress to
The
you how
rapper?
much.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kiryu versus Batman in Arkham Asylum, I assume. But all I'm thinking is,
Arkham Knight.
yeah, interesting debate. And I kind of want to say Kiryu would win just for laughs. Because seeing Batman get his ass kicked by Kiryu would be so funny.
I think the best way to describe like Kiryu is that scene from The Simpsons where it's Fat Tony's Mafia versus the Japanese Mafia. And it's like, oh, but that guy's gonna do stuff. And closes the door and you just hear everything.
Batman tries to run over Kiryu and he just tiger drops the car.
Yeah.
Also, I apologize. The only reason why I know about Travis Scott is Fortnite.
I only know Travis Scott because of wrestling. And then at the end of
I
the
don't
night,
know.
at the end of the night, I asked, "Who the hell is Travis Scott and why is he here?"
I only know him for
Jason,
how much
WrestleMania
controversy.
41's ending was dog shit. I'll take your word for it. I don't do wrestling.
I know him for 2 reasons, and that's because of his concert safety and that insane selfie he took of him holding up a microphone, him screaming with flames behind him. I'm like, I don't think Travis Scott is probably a very good person, given what I've heard about him, but that fucking image goes hard as hell.
Okay, so like, what's really going back to the game for a second? What's really weird is that these little like sections here are identical on Unleashed.
Like entirely, like 1-to-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
they are.
scaling's a little bit different, but the level design is exactly the same, and it's so weird.
Yeah, you didn't hit the ramp, so down you go.
No, I didn't hit the ramp. I clipped right through
clipped
that
through
fucking thing.
Yep.
No, that wasn't a
Listen
slip.
through.
No, that wasn't a slip. Don't take putting on the game. No, I clipped through that shit.
And
What
I'm
kind
not
of
playing
game
a
are you
video
running
game.
at?
I'm
No,
just saying that he
that wasn't a
didn't hit
slip.
it.
No, I think you meant to say nice clip.
I will say
What
visually,
frame rate are you running at?
60.
Okay.
part-
visually it looked like you went to the right around it, but I
No,
Come
I
on,
clipped
John,
through
let's
it.
you clipped through
I
it.
clipped through it.
Give this game the benefit of the doubt. Give
No.
it the benefit.
No, I clipped it. You can
No,
clip it.
you-
Clip it to confirm my clip.
They're doing
Jack,
releases
cut that!
history, John. Sonic releases next on the docket. This game was always good. You just didn't appreciate it back then.
Well,
Yep.
like, the devs have already said that higher frame rates causes weird collision issues.
Yeah.
And I know that the game can run at 60, you know.
Yes.
But what if you don't have the collision issues in the OG release because it can never actually get up to 60?
I mean, it makes sense at the very least. That's fucked up too because I was doing really well until the end of that. I just like, because I handled like the first 2 Sonic parts like pretty good, and it's like that would have cucked me out of the fucking S rank right then and there because of shit out of my control. That's fucked up, dude. Fucked up.
Anyway, since for Dark Eye, apparently, if you poke him in the eyes, he wouldn't get the idea to not to have any more eyes. Instead, he gets a big fucking one in his
Well, he
mouth.
gets the idea to close his eyes.
Yeah, and then he gets
Like
a big one
he
in
never
his
gets the
mouth.
idea to close his eyes. I don't think can he close his eyes? Does he have eyelids?
He must have, otherwise that would be the driest fucking eyes in the history of the world.
Would be the
No,
most
it-
expensive fucking eye drops ever.
We know exactly how they don't need eyelids to make sure that their eyes aren't dry. We'll see here in a moment. They just plunge the world into darkness, and then they get they get tongues around their eyes, and that's how they keep their eye moist. They just kind of tongue on it.
Oh no, here comes the thing. What's the thing? I don't know. It's a thing.
You couldn't hear it, but I like internally gagged there because I just thought of that.
So I'm assuming
Having
like
tongues for eyelids.
Stop!
What were you saying, Fonz?
all right. So I'm assuming because of this World Cataclysmic event is happening right now, right?
Yeah.
The
It's
second
basically the
one
end
for
of the
like
world.
in the last week.
Yeah.
The world already
So
shattered.
all right.
Okay. So how many cultists do you think off themselves when this moment happened?
Probably a couple of million. Oh, Dan Green, stop it. You were in hentai once.
And then like
I
the
would love-
cultists, so like no, a bunch of cultists off themselves whenever the planet broke apart. and then the pieces started coming back together. And so the ones that were like skeptical and didn't off themselves are just really confused because they're like, did they do that early or do we do this now? And then all of a sudden the world gets plunged into darkness after all the pieces are back. So do we do it now?
Meanwhile, the cultist leader long since abandoned the cult and went back to their apartment in Florida.
I mean, you say that, but
Calling it
there's
Amazing
someone
Spider-Man.
like you say that, but there's still someone running the fucking website. I swear.
Tongue eyelashes.
Yeah, it's just tongue
Stop.
eyelashes. No, it's true. That's what it is. There's tongue eyelashes. His eyelashes
He's
are
got like
tongues.
he's got the Fu Manchu of
Yeah,
like, tongues.
and those are also tongues. Yeah.
The tongues keep his eyes moist.
Stop.
What are you telling him to stop? He's literally just explaining what's on the screen.
So instead of licking his lips to make them moist, he lick his eyes to make sure they're moist.
I don't know why. I just heard Patrick just yelling, "Look at it! Look at it!
That was timed with Supersonic, like just taking off for a second. It was fart propelled.
But now we have one of my favorite songs of the game, besides the original version.
Yeah.
Arcade.
And this fight is also incredibly different.
Yeah,
Whoa,
fun fact
what
about
the
this
hell
song.
happened to Supersonic's health there? Did this always happen?
So
It's
wait,
been a-
so the thing about the
Yeah,
first
you have to
part,
collect rings.
yeah, the first part about this is that you have to collect rings in order to build up your gauge. The problem is that the rings are really hard to see in this kind of environment, and you really don't want to be taking damage this early. I mean, thankfully, like rings regenerate your health, but then once you get to the barrier itself, there's no way to restore your health. So now it's a matter of you playing Nights into Dreams with Sonic the Hedgehog.
You have to do
I remember
power jump
around, like-
the tentacles.
Yeah.
Because you can do Knight's Paraloop mechanic. I don't know if it actually damages anything. I think it's just the tongue-in-cheek reference. Like I think it's just a callback.
And then Knights is just in the corner, like, not bitter at all. They look at what they need for a fraction of my power. They need all 7 Chaos Emeralds. And then fucking Frontiers comes out, and it's just a basic ass move he can do.
Oh fuck! You weren't lying. This
Completely replaced.
Yeah, see, that's a Paraloop right there. I don't think that actually damages anybody.
you weren't.
Maybe we
Okay,
should
yeah,
have
you weren't lying.
No, you can do that.
Yeah,
Knights,
someone never played Knights.
No, I'm
Yeah.
talking. I played Knights.
I never played this game. I played
What
Knights.
does Victor
I don't know you can do this with-
what does Victor McKnight translate in Japanese? It means liar.
No, I'm talking about the Paraloop and Supersonic. I didn't know you could do that.
The main reason I know about those is because every time I bumped into the damn heads, I'd immediately turn around and I would end up doing a loop. I was like, oh, okay, that's neat. Does that do anything?
Yeah.
It looks nice. It's usually because I'm just trying to immediately hit the dragon head things.
When did Knights on Wii come out, chat?
Journey of Dreams, 2010, I want to say.
Okay.
I say 2011.
No,
I was
it
gonna say
might, actually, it might have been earlier. Yeah, actually, now that I'm thinking about it.
2007.
he's
I
using
think 2007.
Oh, the laser. I completely forgot that Perfect Dark Guy is actually trying to attack Sonic in this too.
Was it a
What if
proper
this was supposed to be like a lead up, as in like a reference to that?
Yeah.
Doesn't he
But
also
it's like,
sometimes
oh wait, we never
jump
actually
power?
released that game on HD consoles.
Shit.
And so now this joke doesn't work.
I do
fun
like how
fact for
Knights
chat,
became a
it's-
got
Go on.
gaslit to be a Dreamcast game because of the Dreamcast collection.
I did own the original game on the Sega Saturn years ago, and I even got the goddamn Star Trek controller that came along with it.
Oh, that is some.
That's some runes right there.
Oh, I see the word Japanese in there, but that's it.
All I
Yeah.
see is moon speak.
This is already like common knowledge
Actually, it
for,
sounds sweet.
for a lot of people, but yeah, the
Run,
tracks
run,
in this song
run.
are completely MIDI. None of this is live recorded.
Yeah, nothing this is live. This is all synthesized.
All
I
right,
hope
now
that's
remember,
mitigated if we ever get a re-release. I would love to hear like
That'd be nice, yeah. It still sounds
Like
good
the
though for
symphony
what
versions.
it still sounds good for what it's worth.
Yeah, very good.
you know, the
It
first
is
time I
really-
did this, I fucked up the QTA and got knocked all the way back.
Oh shit.
It is really fun how people still like bitch about MIDI when MIDI isn't that bad. It's just how it's used.
Yeah, it's how it's used.
Yeah.
That
A
fucking
lot.
blast off sound effect during this QTE activates the neurons.
Okay, I spelled it correctly wrong.
It's like, oh yeah.
Stop with the fucking doorbells,
Come on, get the
please.
goddamn door!
Yeah, okay, well that makes more sense. Yeah. I would have appreciated that more than the fucking doorbell. Like dead
sorry,
ass.
fine. Have this instead.
Okay, go, 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 go.
That's like using my thumb.
I thought that was Jason again.
That's I hit his head, not his leg.
This was all mine.
Shot's just clipping through his thumb, by the way. Man, I mean, I don't remember Perfect Dark Guy making all these noises.
Oh my god, if Dark Gaia was voiced by Mr. Lawrence.
And look at that, now he can't lick his eyes anymore.
No, look, he's
just
moisturizing
gets
himself.
He transforms
Yeah.
into the eye creature and he's just like,
Yeah, he goes in there, it's like, okay, fine, I'll be in my lane, moisturize, unbothered. You just stay up.
I wonder how long it took these like FMVs to render.
Back in 2008,
right?
Yeah, the game came out in 2008, so they probably started rendering it before Sonic 06 was finished.
has anybody else seen those fucking videos where they mod Sonic's character and it's Chip looking at Sonic, he's like Sonic, and then it cuts to Sonic and it's like Shadow.
Oh, okay, someone hit the reverse on the vacuum. You know, that never went back, it just kind of went somewhere else.
Thick. No, I'm only playing the HD version for 100%, not playing both HD and Wii. I'm not against the idea of eventually going to the Wii version, because you know that version is just as valid as the HD version. But me personally, it's not the one that I played growing up. So I'm just
Some
focusing on the HD
science kids moving they're doing.
Yes, Eggman. Oh yeah, this is before they gave that goddamn robot a personality.
I love that you can just see like the one textured floor tile that they saved for his close-ups. Everything else is just PS2.
I was gonna say he fucking
Super
got
Lawrence.
sent back to fucking Sonic Heroes for a second there. Shout out to his Pokeball companion.
You know, that's impressive. He kicked with enough force to do a
he did a
double loop
flip.
before landing on his back. Yeah. He kicked with enough force to do that.
Don't worry, Captain. You still have. It's like, don't worry, Captain. You still have your Dreamcast. It's like, no, I have to sell that to rebuild all the cost that I had.
Eggman, do a flip.
Wait, wasn't after? Yeah, that's next one after this one. It was Generations when he finds the time meter for some fucking reason. Or was it? No, that was
We've been saved by a miracle.
Hope that wasn't mocap. No, I hope someone fucking takes the air so hard they fucking flipped in place and landed on their ass.
I mean, they've been mocapping since SA2.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have been mocapping since SA2.
His fucking nose.
Although strangely, I think like the best mocapping is still SA2. Because like 06, the problem I have with 06 is that they move too much like Sentai heroes and villains, like very exaggerated character animations, which I can forgive because you know friendly woodland creatures and shit.
But the human characters.
But the human characters also kind of do it too, and it's like, this doesn't really work for me.
Yeah.
I mean, there are some movements that I just see that like no living person would do that movement willingly.
Yeah. Well, but to be fair, but they're not living real people. Like even if they are heavily inspired by real world shit, they're at the end of the day they're not. They're video game characters.
Yeah. I feel like for them specifically, they need to be. It's a very fine mix of just regular, people acting, and then the whole like mascot costume acting. If you can mix the two of those perfectly together, that's what I feel it's like your ideal Sonic.
I'm sorry.
Movements.
I saw Chip like phase in, and the only thing I heard was the Mario like phasing sound.
Like the warp noise.
Yeah.
In 64, yeah.
All right, now Chip is going to throw Sonic, and Sonic will get him in 5 minutes from now.
Also, I said like the
Chip missed.
No, because
also
what I'm thinking about, because listen, because he's gonna throw Sonic up back to the surface of the planet, and is there just like a hole? There's no hole there.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna help break through the fucking rock. It's like
I was gonna say it looks like he's throwing him through the cracks right as it's closing, but it's like, what if he did miss and hit the rock?
Yeah, and
or
then,
he threw him too hard into space.
He just hits the floor and just falls straight into the lava. It's like, well, oops.
Well, I assumed that it was just.
And how did he get up there? Wasn't he inside the core?
Chip did throw him too hard.
It was a shame we couldn't eat him to space.
Well, see, that wasn't the warp noise. That was the camera noise.
That's the camera noise, because the camera did transition to be close to Sonic. Lakitu made it.
At least he made it.
Oh my god, his lips were clipping through his chest.
Of course.
That's horrifying.
I'll never forget it.
This was the last time a mainline Sonic story made me feel something until Frontiers. No, I would disagree. Fucking Forces made me feel something. I said, what the fuck is this?
It made me feel disappointment. That's something.
And me and my dumbass child self. I got misty-eyed once the credits started playing.
You mean in this game or in Forces?
This game.
Okay.
Especially once the lyrics start going and you kind of contextualize the lyrics to Chip and Sonic's relationship.
Yeah.
Hey, sorry, what happened to your friend? Who?
Anyway, he never wears this bracelet again.
Yeah, like I said, he forgets it.
Yeah, because listen, man, Sonic lives day to day and he doesn't have a house. He has to pawn it off.
Who has time to grieve? God, this song kicks ass.
I could wear this, or I could put it on like a shelf.
Yeah.
Where I could like have a remembrance shelf from my best buddy.
Remember,
anyway, I don't have a house, so off to the pawn shop you go.
Hey, you remember my next shop?
Pawn Stars, I can give you 5 rings for that. 5 rings.
Enough for a hero.
Chad is like, did you ever cover this, Victor? Or would you ever like to? Yeah, I covered this with Penny Parker.
So this is the voice.
Snapcube.
So this is the current voice of Chuck E. Cheese, right?
Excuse me?
Ooh. Jarrett Reddick.
Yeah, this is.
Yeah.
That's the voice of Chuck E. Cheese.
Huh. Charles Entertainment Cheese? Are we talking about?
No, get him away from me. After his days of this
that Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah, the powerful rat.
A powerful rat named Charles Entertainment Cheese.
I think he still voices Chuck E. Cheese, actually.
Chuck E. Cheese is still in business?
Unfortunately.
Yes.
I
wouldn't know. I haven't been to one in like 30 years.
Okay, so like when COVID hit,
they kind of demographic.
Yeah, so like when COVID hit, they kind of had a hard time, but they stayed afloat as a delivery food
pizza
business.
joint, right?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because you
Mr.
you can Uber Eats Chuck E. Cheese pizza.
It's Mr. Pasquale's Pizza.
Yeah,
and so they survived off of that during COVID until they could finally open back up.
Mr. Pasquale is part of the Chuck E. Cheese lore. He's one of the characters.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he's the extremely Italian asshole, right?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
why is he an asshole? What do you got against Italians?
Have you seen how it looks? It looks like he would say slurs to me at a pizza joint.
You disrespect me.
Yeah, John Oliver did a whole episode on Chuck E. Cheese lore. Y'all should watch it.
Yeah,
It's so good.
It's so good. Subject is so fucking hilarious. And most of the time it's depressing, especially after the election.
Shit, dude.
I actually never gone to Chuck E. Cheese because it's kind of stuck in the States, and I'm kind of outside of its demographic at this point. But next time I come over there, you take me to Chuck E. Cheese, all right?
If we go to Vegas, yeah, I know where a couple of them are.
show up on your ports tomorrow. All right.
I was more of a Peter Piper pizza kid, but yeah.
I went to Chuck E. Cheese's.
Was that like another like arcade joint?
Well, it became so. There was a Peter Piper Pizza where I used to live, and then that became a Chuck E. Cheese.
Because as a kid,
it's the same thing.
As a kid, there were there were 3 areas I used to go to. Was Chuck E. Cheese, Discovery Zone, and Sahara Sam, I think was the last one that I remember off the top of my head. And out of those 3, I think I liked Discovery Zone more because they had more arcades than Chuck E. Cheese. Like, Discovery Zone was like the place you went to if you were too old for Chuck E. Cheese, but you were too young for Dave and Buster's. Sahara Sam put more emphasis on like the gymnasium aspect of it because they had a lot of like a playground shit that you played around with, like mountain climbing.
Okay.
Yeah, that sort of shit. Jungle gyms, that too. I was blanking on the fucking terminology. But Discovery Zone was just more game centric, which is why I enjoyed it more as a child.
You know, I would like Dave and Buster's more if like 90% of the games weren't just redemption machines.
I haven't been on Dave and Buster's in years. Nowadays, I go to Round 1 in downtown Philadelphia.
Quick question.
Yo, what's up?
The song's called "Dear My Friend."
Dear My Friend, yes.
The singer, he sang something else notable, right?
I don't know who the singer
Hoping
is.
to drop in any slurs.
Chat can help me out.
Does many people know who the vocalist of this song is? I know, like, we're getting credits right now for
He sang something. That's right. He sang something for Spider-Man.
Which Spider-Man?
Like the Sam Raimi movies.
Oh, okay. Cooper Limited are saying Brent Cash.
Yeah, Brent Cash.
Spider-Man.
Brent Cash.
Spider-Man.
Wait, no, what? No, it's not Brent Cash. Are you thinking of Cash Cash? Because this is not him.
No. Yeah, we're talking about the vocalist for this song that's playing right now. Bowling for Soup did Endless. Bowless Soup, not even Bowling for Soup. It was the vocalist for Bowling for Soup was part of for Endless
Oh,
Possibilities.
it is by Brent Cash. My mistake.
No, don't find that anymore. Oh.
Okay, so it's Brent Cash singing this song. Okay. But I don't believe it was Bowling for Soup entirely that made Endless Possibilities. There's like they got the vocalist for Bowling for Soup.
Yeah, Jared Reddick wrote the vocals, and that was
Okay,
it.
yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Which is also, if we want to get into music rights, which I'm fairly knowledgeable about, is
Yeah, go for it.
that's part of the reason why the original Endless Possibilities is not on Spotify, is what I assume to be Jared Reddick really holding onto those rights. He's admittedly, I would give him the credit that he's being smart about it.
Yeah.
But I know he equally hopes that this song will see a re-release on Spotify.
So they have to jump through some hoops to get this guy to do the cover for the symphony.
I know for Symphony, that was I can't really look at it without seeing what was behind the scenes. But for the Symphony, if I recall, they did get that released to Spotify.
Yeah.
I'm kind of wondering if they are paying out Jared Reddick or not.
Yeah.
I assume they are because, Jared Reddick hasn't raised a stink about it.
Yeah.
But otherwise, yeah. And I say this with the very awkward elephant in the room about Johnny GBA. But, yeah, under most circumstances, did they spell Lisa Ortiz wrong?
They did. Lisa Orlitz.
The fuck?
Jesus Christ. Orlitz.
Anyway, yeah, with and I don't know anything more about the Johnny GBA shit, so don't ask me. But generally speaking, Sega's typically pretty good about getting music on Spotify and paying out the right people.
It's really funny talking about like the whole Sega and music rights because there's it's like one of the big reasons why Jet Set Radio Future hasn't been re-released because just how fucked that licensing is.
Yeah,
well, they have it from so many different artists, like modern artists.
Someone on Reddit recently like took apart and see who owns what, and it's like 7 different like places.
It's all because Sega has like a music division called Wavemaster. Otherwise, most game studios don't even bother getting like a music rights division in their like development.
Yeah.
So that's why you don't see like Nintendo is probably the pinnacle worst about this, where they had to make a fucking app and still don't credit the composers.
Well, yeah, because they own the game. Well, they don't need to compose. They don't need to credit anyone. It's their game, right?
Yeah. But what's interesting is I'm pretty sure for the DK rap, Grant Kirkhope still has some rights for that.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he hasn't raised a bigger stink about being credited.
It might be it could also might be some weird things, because like when they used it in the movie, they didn't use the lyrics. They did use the beat though.
No,
Yeah,
you can
but he
hear.
also did,
You can
right?
say, what do you draw the line with lyrics? Because they do keep the DK Donkey Kong, and that's technically a lyric.
I guess, but like not the whole like.
No, it's not the whole song. Yeah, but the fact of the matter is, though, they didn't credit Grant Kirkhope for that, though. They
credited the cartridge.
Yeah, they credit the game. They didn't credit the music composer, which is like, don't do that. Like fucking.
I did discuss with Johnny GBA about this briefly, but it was kind of funny because I remember immediately messaging him after seeing Sonic 3, and I'm like, "Yo, congrats about Live and Learn being in the movie." And I also then messaged my friends. I'm like, "Man, it's a little awkward in hindsight seeing Live and Learn, courtesy of Sega, in the credits." Because it is being currently debated on who owns that song. But I am glad that every accounted party is credited for. Like, they're at least doing that part right. Bro, Victor, you know people in Hollywood? Yes? Well, he's not even into Hollywood.
Well, Hollywood adjacent.
Everybody should give Johnny, like, a round of applause, too.
Johnny
Not
Gio.
some call me Johnny.
Johnny Gio.
Johnny
You
Gio.
have to distinguish because they're literally I'm Johnny.
Sorry. But he is apparently getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, I have mixed feelings about those.
Oh, how do you feel about why? I'm curious.
Because it's not a thing they give out. People have to. It's either people. Yeah, people have to pay for that.
Yeah, but come on,
right.
listen. If Michelle McCool can get inside of the WWE Hall of Fame,
All right. To be fair, the Hall of Fame doesn't mean jack shit.
It got quiet.
oh, because I'm listening to the music.
Oh, sorry. I'll make some noise here. So about porn.
Wait, did we just? We're not even at bonks anymore. Now it's just eat this metal
Lead
pipe.
pipes.
You fucking idiot.
That's my favorite gag. Is like, okay, everybody, just stay absolutely quiet.
I guess if you want, I could talk about how I spent half a grand on trying to troubleshoot a $50 issue.
What was going on there? Because like you were just.
It turns out it was just bad RAM.
Yeah.
It was just bad RAM. Like so, specifically when I was playing like high-end games
Did you
like
not do
Marvel
moon
Rivals,
test?
I did, and it came out clean.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what. Like I was playing fucking Rivals or GTA 5, and then my computer would just black screen reboot, no blue screen, nothing. It sucked ass. I bought a new motherboard that couldn't fit my case, so I bought a new case, which I'm keeping. I bought pretty much just about everything, but just not new RAM, and it turns out it was just RAM the entire time. Got new sticks of RAM, it's been fine the entire time.
Jesus.
We can test that after this. I have to do my weeklies. I have to do my weeklies in Rivals, so we can test that just in a bit.
Like I'm good after like troubleshooting
What?
Rivals.
Okay, I was gonna say, did you end up with a Spider-Man who's been a jerk to you again?
Savior. So does the review and Let's Play thoughts still hold up? My guess is probably. Honestly, like, no, nothing's ever gonna really change my mind about like what I say about the game from the Versus video I made a couple of years ago. Because I feel no amount of grinding or getting better at the game will change my thoughts on how I felt about it in 2008 and how I feel about it nowadays. Because the one thing I do genuinely appreciate about this game is that it's clear that it was made with a lot of love. And it does feel like Sonic Team was genuinely trying to apologize for 06. You know, it's just, it didn't need the Werehog. And even in 2025, where we now have a recompiled version of the game that removes the lag, removes all the slowdown, makes the Werehog more responsive than it's ever been. It just wasn't a gameplay style that needed to be incorporated to the game for the sake of padding out game time, because that's entirely why the Werehog exists, because they didn't want the game to be too short. And I think it would have been better as a standalone package, or if they had to like make a Sonic spin-off, maybe Knuckles, or if you had to make Sonic the Werehog, you do it that way. I don't like the completed package. I like playing segments of Sonic Unleashed. Really, not any different than like how I like playing segments of Adventure or Adventure 2. It's just that I don't think at the end of the day it was really needed. Because the Werehog can really stink up the joint at times. No. So, fun fact, I've been getting that update prompt for like almost a month at this point. I've always said no because I read the changelogs and it doesn't seem to be anything that I need to worry about. So that's why I just declined it. It's fine.
Also, John, what you were talking about earlier to answer about the whole lead pipe thing.
Yeah, I guess I do. Like, what even is a star beam, you know?
Yeah.
Now a lead pipe to the shins? That's just reliable, baby.
Is that from this cartoon?
Yeah, from Kiana, yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So I saw him making the rounds. I think it was like last
Pretty pleased I don't want to be a magical
Yeah,
girl.
yeah. She just fucking repeatedly smacks the shins with the metal plate.
God, I just breaks his kneecaps in with the lead pipe.
I'm so happy for her pilot. It's so good.
Yeah.
It really is.
Hey, you're on the beginning of cleanup.
Yay! It's time for ring grinding. We're going back to China. Yay!
You should do it until the game lags.
Welcome to post game, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're gonna start doing all the cleanup, and
DLC.
we're not gonna stop until we get every medal, every S rank for all the in-game stuff. The only exception are DLC levels, because fun fact. And it's okay, it's not really fun, but it's a fact. And this is a fact. It's a fact. The DLC levels suck dick. they're not fun. They're really not fun. But we'll see. We'll get there eventually. But as of now, we're gonna go get some rings.
They could have locked performance patches to the DLC.
Yeah.
I'm looking at UO6.
Wait, did they do? That's right. Because fucking. Wait, was that the case?
Title updates. Yeah, they didn't have title updates back then.
Oh god, it was so long ago. I completely forgot that's how they did things.
Because don't the hard mode levels in 06 run way better than the traditional levels?
I don't recall off the top of my head. The only thing I remember from the 06 DLC was that one of the bonus modes, I think it was Team Attack Amigo was the full name of it, was a better mode than any other like stage you play in the game, because it goes from stage to stage and you play as different characters and like dedicated gameplay sections for them instead of just like revisiting shit. It's been so long though since I did Team Attack Amigo, so I generally can't say.
It was either 06 or this game. The only thing I know is that the main reason why they went and did it is because one platform you had to charge to do title updates. like charging the publisher to do title updates.
Yeah.
So they just wrapped it into a fucking, DLC update.
We're not crawling just yet. We're going to wait until our rings get to like 300 before I start crawling.
A friendly reminder, do not die after you've collected all your rings.
Yes.
All of it.
Because you'll lose all of it, yeah.
Someone's saying that was the case at Xbox, so it was Microsoft that was charging for title updates.
So how did it work for PS3 then in that case? I guess I just think
it was free.
It was just free. It was just dead ass free. Okay.
Yeah, Sony didn't care at the time.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's time to do everything. It's time to get all the medals. It's time to start doing S rank, start doing the hot dog missions. The hot dog missions are going to be the last thing we do outside of getting S ranks, because right now I am doing the ring trick so that I can get more rings, so that I can get more experience items. And now that we're post game, we can actually go to Empire City and buy the steaks, which are always there. And they give out as much experience as the hero sandwiches. So we don't have to use Wentos anymore. And we also need to start buying all the souvenirs.
The only thing I can assume is that like Microsoft didn't have the servers for it, which, you would think that they would because, Windows and all that shit, but they didn't go into like the whole cloud computing business by that point.
Yeah.
So the thing also about PS3, early PS3 games didn't have the update thing that a lot of PS3 games were later using, if anyone remembers that. Games like the original MotorStorm didn't update through like regular Windows updates.
Interesting.
Didn't update through regular PlayStation updates. They actually had to require through like their own game server to do that.
Yeah.
I would like to remind you, by the way, that Wentos still has some souvenirs you'll need.
Yeah, I mean, when we see Wentos in the shops, we're always going to prioritize visiting Wentos. Because again,
what the fuck are you doing? Holy shit.
This is the ring trick. So I don't know.
Seen this before? It's great.
I don't exactly know how this works, but for some reason or another, when you continuously boost on the constantly respawning rings on the surface, the ring gains become exponentially larger the more you boost into them. So now all I'm doing is just literally hovering over the ring spawn points, and I'm collecting the rings before they even respawn.
I have a feeling it has something to do with when you boost into them and they magnetize towards you.
Yes.
I don't think the game knows what to do with that information.
Yeah.
So it thinks it needs to spawn more than it should. Oh my god, do you hear that crunchy audio?
Yeah. Well, it's because we're at 2 hours.
We're on 2 hours too, so remind me after we're done here to reset the Discord stream.
You like my new sound driver?
A game just going, Yeah, no, SA2 has a couple moments too. Like with the Chow keys.
I know you probably want to do this because you have an addiction, but you have more than enough now.
Well, no, I do have an addiction, but I also still need. I'm actually curious if anyone in the chat knows how much do steaks cost in Empire City.
With
like
inflation,
a genuine answer, please.
Well, if we take in mind the tariffs.
Are they if they're like 100 rings, 99 would be like 99,000 rings. So it's just fine. I'm gonna grind until we get to like 30k.
Oh my god.
I think you have a problem.
We need to double everything again. Boost into it again.
Yeah. Yeah, we probably should just like one time, like off screen, I did boost into it to like my rings were like at 600 base before I started crawling. And like the ring noise, it just got louder. But the game didn't crash at the very least. The cap on this, I believe, is 99,999. Or no, doesn't it go? Doesn't it break the meter?
It goes to 1 million.
Oh, does it? Never mind. I'm just fucking wrong. Why'd you go to 1 million?
Because I had nothing better to do.
You can start playing. You could have played Final Fantasy VI. Like,
well,
no, I'm gonna ignore 6. I'm gonna ignore 6. Gotta go to 7. By the way, unrelated.
Back when I was playing.
I wait here. Nope. Well, unrelated. I grinded 1 million rings at least.
Waste your time.
Big G Steak is
Jack
90 rings.
Boy.
Okay, yeah.
Oh my god, this is so funny. I love that this is the only real... This is the most use you've gotten out of Sonic's baby crawl.
Yeah, because it's really all you're doing outside of like trying to get from one place to another. Oh. There's always a part of me that fears I'm going to clip to the fucking floor and I'm going to lose all those rings. Okay, then in that case, let us... Actually, what we could do... why don't we just go to every shop now and just buy them out?
Oh my god, the side quests too. I don't know if you plan on doing those.
Yeah, we're doing side quests as well. We're doing everything.
Hello, sir. Give me one of everything. What?
Oh.
Sure, I have everything.
One of, yeah, you see that urn? I want that urn.
Plasma rifle.
It's Grandma's ashes.
Plasma rifle in the 40-watt range.
Wow, you know your stuff.
Looks like I might close early.
It's the Undertaker's urn, so it's a
Paul Bearer's urn.
Oh yeah! That's my dog.
The dog really hates my Paul Bearer present.
I love when Dubas Goobus did that video on Paul Bearer and Undertaker.
Yeah.
And then people were realizing, oh god, he wasn't putting on a voice. He was just quoting Paul Bearer.
Well, I imagine you're going to be doing a bunch of shopping. I'll be right back. I'm going to
take your time. Take your time. We got to buy at least one of everything because we also have to give Chip one of every food item too for an achievement, and he also gives you videotapes too if you do that. So I don't know if I gave Chip a chili dog yet, but I'm going to buy one anyway.
Yeah, videotapes in 2008. I guess that's still believable, I guess.
I mean, yeah, because my brother Elliot is making a thing out of collecting VHS tapes for this VCR that he got at a Goodwill. And now he's just making a thing to collect VHS tapes of movies he used to watch as a kid. He recently just got like another like Spawn HBO cassette and The Page Master.
Oh, dude, I love like. God. There's something about the inconvenience and horribleness that is VHS that I love so much.
I mean,
I can't.
The nostalgia. Yeah, same here. That I have such nostalgic feelings toward it.
Oh, that's what I say. It's why I love it so much.
Yeah,
like it's inconvenient as fuck. It looks bad. But
does the shop doesn't change for night or day? Does it? I don't think it does. I think you can buy the same things no matter what it is. Hey, Wentos. I don't need you anymore.
You should be more like Huertos. I just got pizza, so.
Okay, cool.
Hell yeah.
Good for pizza.
Domino's.
Never mind. No, we've had this conversation before. I'm not really big on chain pizza joints. Like Domino's, Pizza Hut, Papa.
Wawa Pizza.
But no, Wawa Pizza's mid as shit too.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
For me, I don't really have much choice. Domino's is the most affordable pizza.
I love Wawa, but Wawa's pizza is not good. It's just not good.
Yeah.
Shout out to Pizza Factory that's been feeding me every Thursdays and Mondays because they have a buy one get one free, and boy do I abuse the fuck out of that.
Roll call for the VC here. What's your favorite pizza toppings?
I'm a basic bitch. I'll go first. I'm a basic bitch. I like pepperoni. I like sausage. Sausage is probably my favorite pizza topping. I just can't get enough of Italian sausage. Put it in my mouth.
Well, in my case, ham, pepperoni, and I'm gonna be that guy. I generally do like pineapple on pizza.
I like pineapple on pizza if it's accompanied with ham, but I won't eat pineapple on pizza by itself. I think it's just a Hawaiian pizza, actually, now I'm thinking about it.
Just give me ham and bacon. That's all I need. Like actual pork bacon and just ham. That's all I need in the pizza, and I'm set for the day.
I haven't had pizza though since I started doing the workout shit like that. I've just been avoiding it, and it's like I remember food.
Yeah, it's been a while since I had one.
No, it's not just the workouts. I mean, the sodium, the cheese,
sodium. Yeah, it's all that shit in it. Yeah.
And the carbs also kind of bring your blood pressure up too. And
no, like I'm not saying it as a means to like make anyone else that's like actively enjoying those foods like I'm not trying to guilt trip anybody. It's just like no. The fact of the matter is I can't eat all this shit now because I have to be very careful.
Yeah, we got fucking heart problems.
Yeah.
It's fine. If one thing takes me down, I'll be happy that food will.
That'll be my slogan if I ever end up opening a fast food chain. If anything's gonna take you down, this food will.
If anything's gonna give me a stroke, I hope it's either food or a boner.
I mean,
At least I was having an okay time.
I'm hoping I'm eating food while having a boner. Get the double whammy before I go.
Boner. I mean, where your penis explodes.
I mean, with me, it's really funny because some food can kill me since I am allergic to shellfish. So
yes,
technically, if anyone here wants to kill me, feed me a shrimp, I'll die.
My pizza topping of choice switches a lot. Usually I'll go pepperoni and mushrooms, or mushrooms and olives, or olives and pepperoni. Or I will do a Hawaiian pizza. So like, pineapple and ham. Or bacon.
Oh yeah, I do love shrooms on my pizza.
No, I don't like shrooms. Like, just period, I don't like shrooms. I hate the rubbery texture of them.
I mean, if they are cooked correctly,
yeah.
I think if they're cooked correctly, you don't have to deal with the rubbery texture.
I don't think I ever told this story here about the guy who put magic mushrooms on his pizza by accident. Did I?
On accident?
Sure, an accident.
Yeah, no. Well, I have to say air quotes accident because I don't want to be liable. Nah, that's not. No, back in high school, one of my friends bought pizza, and I guess his brother switched it to like magic mushrooms instead of like regular mushrooms. I just remember like the day after him like getting a call from his brother asking where he was, and it turns out he was found like about half a mile out of Vegas. Safe. He was safe and everything, but like he was tripping balls, that's for sure.
What is on the pizza? Oh, you took my magic mushrooms, and now you're high as a kite.
I mean, that's kind of killing two birds with one stone, though, because normally if you're taking any sort of like edible or some sort of substance, you should be eating food with it to help absorb it. So if you laced your pizza with magic mushrooms, I imagine it's like this is an amazing combination. It's like Reese's. It's like the Reese's cups of drugs.
Well, you just killed it for me. I don't like Reese's cups.
Christ, people, like, how am I friends with people?
That's my
like,
favorite candy.
Well, you have to remember culture difference in our case.
What's the culture difference with chocolate and peanut butter being combined?
Ass sweets, gotcha.
There's the problem, peanut butter.
What's wrong with chocolate and peanut butter? What? You don't like
chocolate? I don't like peanut butter.
You don't like peanut butter? Like just
peanut butter is like no, John. Like peanut butter is like a super American thing.
Yeah, but it's good.
And but sadly the textures are not something we're used to. Then again, like example, we especially in the Nordic countries have a piece of candy that just apparently, according to Linky, just burns your throat. Yeah,
like you know how like here, John, like Publix, the ethnic section will have like, your Japanese food, your European stuff, that kind of crap. Well, in other countries, their American section, that's where the peanut butter is.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, like peanut butter is like really just an American thing for the most part.
Yeah.
I would also argue it depends on how the peanut butter is prepared, because you have your brands. You got your Skippy, you got your Jif, and what have you. The ones with the added sugar tend to not need to be stirred. They're a thicker variety of peanut butter. But the peanut butter that I use, that I eat for my PB dish, which I gotta say, like, the one thing that I really have grown a reappreciation for since I started going back in the diet is just a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Because that shit like slaps when you need it. And I just do peanut butter sandwich. It's not a bad source of protein. But the peanut butter that I use is the shit you have to stir because it separates from the oil, like the oil separates from it. Yeah, but that's because there's no added sugar to hold it in place. So it's more work. But
do you prefer creamy or crunchy?
I prefer creamy, not crunchy.
Okay.
I mean, I can eat both, but I prefer creamy.
I like it a bit crunchy.
What?
I can't do crunchy peanut butter. I tried.
Oh, that's a shame.
When peanut butter sandwiches were my thing for dieting too.
Yeah.
Like keto bread, because it's like really good for protein, but it is admittedly diving back into sugar. So you have to look for the sugar-free or less than sugar shit.
Yeah.
And the problem with that is that the reduced sugar peanut butter does not have that much less sugar. So it's like, what's the fucking point?
Yeah.
It's a marketing strategy.
Yeah, it's like you have to. Okay, you gotta be really careful with reading those labels and shit like that, and actually know what you're actually putting in your mouth. Which is like the worst part about dieting, especially in the circumstances that I'm in right now, is that you do occasionally look back at those, those food items and those drinks that you were just consuming on an almost daily basis, and you realize, holy fucking shit, dude. Like I was visiting my mom just 2 weeks ago, and they have like those little miniature like Ocean Spray cranberry grape bottles. They sell like packs of 8 or 10, and I took one because like I'm a little parched. I want to have some juice, and I look at it, and it's like the added sugar, like Daily Valley shit, was like at like 80% of your daily intake. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
My favorite part is when you look at the nutritional value, you see a color and it has a Final Fantasy VII like subtitle on it.
Yeah.
Also, people getting the mini cans of Coke because it's like, oh, well, surely this is better for me, and it's still over 100% of their daily sugar intake.
That's So I have two things to say, but first off, it just reminded me of this can of root beer I tried on a pure fucking whim, and this is back before I was dieting and really cared. But it was 108% sugar, meaning there was more sugar content in like. It was like it was liquefied, and you drank it, and it was just sludge. It was disgusting.
Oh God.
Anyway, folks in the chat, if you're thinking about dieting, stay away from sodas altogether. Don't do diet sodas.
Yeah.
Because with diet sodas, you're still like ingesting aspartame.
Yes.
Which is what they use to replace sugar. And it's
Well, depending on the diet soda, anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
Either way, just cut it entirely. Like you're better off just cut it entirely. Like, and that's what I've been doing. I have not had a single ounce of soda since the beginning of this month. I am due for my monthly weigh-in this coming Friday. I started at 301, and I'm actually curious as to how much I've lost. I know I have lost a bit of weight, because so normally my fat ass, I'm normally a 3X, but even some of my more comforting shirts were feeling a little snug around my breasts, and I know this is too much. Like I'm starting to put on a little too much weight. But I've been getting back into those shirts over the past week, and they're now not as snug. And I like to think I'm making a dent, but I still got a long fucking way to go. You know, I'm only on week 5. So
I'm sorry, guys. I can't quit soda. I already got the Pepsi tattoo after WrestleMania 41. I'm already dedicated. I'm sorry, guys.
I can't. We're cutting, like, dead ass. Like, everyone's probably said this to you at some point. I'm not talking necessarily to phones, but like when people say like the best means of cutting out weight and a good first step is just getting out of soda, because that fucking shit adds up fast.
Oh, sparkling water.
I can't do sparkling water.
I'm used to it.
Oh, dude, I can do sparkling water. I love that shit.
Okay, so like, no, it's crazy because most of the world, sodas and stuff like that are kind of not necessarily like a luxury, but like a treat, kind of thing. It's something you do maybe once every couple weeks or something, not something you do multiple times a day.
Yeah.
Not one with every meal,
and like in like parts of Mexico, they have no choice because they have easier and cheaper access to Coca-Cola than they do to clean water. Meanwhile, in the United States, it's, oh no, we have access to the water, but no, fuck that, we're fat as fuck. We want the Coca-Cola.
Well, someone was asking in the chat, it's like, why sparkling water over just water? Because some people enjoy the carbonation aspect of it.
And for some, it's the carbonation is part of the reason they keep on having soda.
Yeah, because and I agree, because like nothing turns me off more when I'm drinking soda than a flat soda. Like if I just wanted to drink Coke syrup, I just drink it straight out of the fucking tap.
For me, it's like it is an acquired taste.
Yeah.
Like LaCroix is probably the most basic, but most common sparkling water.
Yeah.
I like the static taste. When you want to taste static.
Yeah.
Yo, can we? Real quick, is potpourri? Is that a souvenir? Or is that a food that I can just stuff in Chip's face?
I'm sorry. Did you say Pope?
Potpourri.
No, potpourri.
Oh.
Sorry.
Rest in peace.
I don't know. It's also like with my job, with constant driving we do, I have been getting a horrible addiction to energy drinks.
Yeah.
But no, like potpourri is like kind of like perfume, but more natural.
No, I know what potpourri is, but it was listed along with the food. So I'm wondering, it's like in the context of Sonic Unleashed, is it a food item or is it a souvenir? And who's eating the potpourri?
Yeah, don't eat potpourri, chat.
Don't eat potpourri.
But no, like if we're doing like a long 6-hour drive from Sac to like LA, me and my co-driver we're usually like downing like 2 bottles of Monster just on the way there.
No, you can't do that.
We kind of have to if we want to stay awake. We kind of have to. We want to stay awake in the car ride.
America, what is your damage?
I've been asking that for a couple of years since I know you guys.
And everyone keeps giving me looks.
Looks and call me a terrorist for some reason.
Yeah. Besides the high.
No, I said bottles. I meant cans, but it's the same thing in some places.
Go ahead, Victor.
I say high. I say high sodium count, but it's not really that terrible. But I've been switching to purely energy drinks with 0 sugar because they don't have aspartame in them. And
Yeah.
yeah. The only thing is, it does like it turns my stomach like nothing else. But
I'd imagine so.
It's my coffee of choice.
Who's the shopkeeper?
Yeah, but also at the same time, at least with artificial sugars, it just really
is
depends
it
on
this
the
person?
one.
Yeah. Right.
You know, certain artificial sugars are definitely way worse for you than others. But of course, then there's others that aren't as bad for you, but they have the issue of kind of going through you if you consume too much. There are artificial sugars that will kind of as a like a laxative effect if you have too much of it.
Yeah.
But like to go back to like the whole thing about like eating healthy and shit like that, it's also really more. It's definitely more expensive to eat healthy than it is.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
They want it
like
Yeah.
And thankfully, like, we have the luxury to, like, especially where I live, like, to eat healthy and stuff like that. And there's a McDonald's next to me. I'm hitting that shit every day, dude. I'm so sorry. Like,
no, but at the end of the day, again, like, I'm not throwing any judgments on this sort of shit because literally, I was door dashing and Uber Eating. Is that the fucking? That's not the right way of saying it. Uber eating. Uber eating.
That's why you were there.
Every other day. Like that was me at my worst. I was door dashing every other day because it's convenient and it's easy. You know, that sort of shit.
Hold on, I ain't made of money, but a $6 meal deal is a $6 meal deal. I'm sorry.
Man, there's a tangent I wanted to go off with this, but my dad does order out a lot. Obviously, I got a pizza today.
Yeah.
This morning, I also had something that was delivered, and last night I had something that was delivered. So, it's like, and I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been finishing them because it's like I'm full.
Yeah.
I'm very full.
At least you know your limits. At least you feel your limits at the very least. Are you the shotgun?
Hold on. Look, Puppet. I'm not a kid. I'm a man. I have a Mighty Kids meal these days. I don't get that kids meal shit.
Yo, the Minecraft meal is lit though.
Look, I don't like if I'm getting stuff from McDonald's, I'm getting a basic cheeseburger, a medium fries, and a drink. That's all I need. I don't need any other extra shit.
I always get nuggets.
All right, now I have to ask: is it going to be any bigger than the one we got at Wendy's?
No, it's definitely more like smaller and flaccid compared to the ones from Wendy's.
Flaccid. I don't know. That was pretty damn big by my standard.
Has anybody actually
not even
tried...
really that big? You've not gone to Whataburger yet.
Has anybody tried the Minecraft meal at McDonald's?
What is that?
People that still eat unhealthy. It gives you a Big Mac, a fries, and this orange soda that they call a Minecraft potion.
So it's just orange
but
soda.
the best part...
Okay.
Yeah, it is, but the best part is honestly the toys they give you, because it is like a step beyond just generic Happy Meal toy.
Yeah.
They give you like skins in-game.
Oh, okay.
And like items, and I'm like, this is fucking awesome. I'm sorry, I'm a sellout for that shit.
I was gonna say, after the Pokemon talk that you had earlier, I think you have a bad case of consumerism, my friend.
So when is Sonic Drive-In gonna actually do a cross promo with Sonic the Hedgehog?
How has that not been a thing since the fucking conception of this blue fuck?
Right.
Good question. I don't know.
I actually kind of want to debate if it's like
Sonic had a crossover with Hooters before they had a crossover with Sonic.
Yeah, it's because Sonic has fat tits. Hello?
Crossover IHOP. But no, Sonic's too on the nose, I guess.
I mean, everyone's waiting for it.
I was going to say, that it's probably because of brand confusion, though. Because once you get intertwined with the other Sonic, people are going to go to Sonic thinking it's Sonic the Hedgehog related.
They sell chili dogs.
They do. They literally sell chili dogs. Like, I'm just saying, it's easy fucking money, man. You put a Sonic crossover with Sonic, and you can do a lot of fun shit with that. And they sell onion rings. You literally have, like, rings and chili dogs right then and there. You can put the chili dogs in the rings for some innuendo. And like it's fucking
they
great,
got blue
dude.
drinks.
Yeah.
Like you know, it could have been a slam dunk.
All right, to go back to the food thing we were talking about, I just got to remember the scene from where Krusty gets the Krusty comeback special.
Yeah.
And he's eating nothing but milkshakes. He's like, yeah, I was told by
by a person who eat nothing but these milkshakes. Were they diet milkshakes?
Uh-oh.
Oh.
So there was a cross promotion. This was recent between Sonic and IHOP. And I got to attend a little meetup via.
Is that the
Amy
one
Jones.
with the locked US DLC?
Yeah. Well, they recently made it a free download, which kind of upset me because I went to
But come
Ohio
on, Victor. Like,
to
what
go
is
to
it?
IHOP.
What is it? What is it? What is it? What do they not do that? Like, you have to know that it's always timed exclusivity. It's never pure exclusivity.
Yeah. But let me finish my story though.
Go ahead.
Is that I went to Ohio, courtesy of Emmy Jones, for this giant meetup to go to IHOP. I got to keep a little IHOP sign. She shouldn't have given it to me. She wasn't allowed to, but she did anyway. And I'm like, you're the best. That food, I only discovered when I got there, as a person that never goes to IHOP in the first place, is food that's already on the IHOP menu. So I went to Ohio to go to IHOP. That's it. That's the end of the story. Which is the most, ironically still, even though the food was compensated, still the most expensive food trip I've ever taken to IHOP ever.
If we're talking about food promotions, there's one fucking like crossover that I missed to this day. Remember Fan Four Stick?
No.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I hated that movie.
So for some reason, Denny's had a crossover with it. I think it was the only promotion they did.
Okay.
And they had a Thing burger, like based off the Thing.
Okay.
It was one of the best fucking burgers I ever had.
Oh shit! I was like made of actual rocks.
I gotta say, it was just your thing.
That's my.
And it was actually really good. And I miss it to this day, and they never done it again. So
Of course.
I mean, what was it though? Do you know like what? Do you know like the raw material?
Let me see.
Raw material.
That's the
Yes,
best
we
way I
must
could.
craft
That's the
one.
best way I could phrase it. Off the top of my head. Okay, fucking leave me alone.
Fonz, you were making fun of me for capitalist consumerism and how I fall victim to it easily.
Yeah.
Whenever there's like a mascot collaboration with food, it's like that. It's always for me. Like I was that guy for Mario Spaghettios. Mario Spaghettios are awful, by the way. Don't try them. But the one that I will defend that I convinced my dad to try was the Deadpool and Wolverine pizza. It was like a chorizo pizza, and it was just like a frozen pizza that you could get at a grocery store. We tried it once, and it's to this day, I believe, the best frozen pizza I've ever had. And by the time we went back, they were all gone.
Okay,
Yep,
so
and the Sonic Symphony alcoholic drinks were mid as fuck.
Okay. So this is
that all
the
the
Thing
areas?
burger, and this is the price. The Thing burger. It's a hand-pressed beef patty topped with crispy hash browns, an egg cooked to order, cheddar cheese, 2 crispy bacon strips, and a punch-packing Thing sauce. I don't know where the hell that was, but it is.
Thing sauce.
I don't know.
I don't want the. Don't put the Thing sauce. Anyway, go ahead.
It's served on a cheddar bun. The whole meal was $9. Like the whole meal was $9. Here, I'll post a photo of it. Like I post a photo of it.
I'm trying to eat healthier.
Anyway, Victor, you did all this shit for the fucking IHOP Sonic stuff. What about the
Yeah.
Kroger exclusive Sonic stuff?
I don't even know if they have Kroger in Minnesota. Let me check.
They most likely don't, but there was Sonic Superstar stuff exclusive to Kroger's.
Well, Kroger's has different names in like different places. Because like Kroger's in like Nevada, I think it was called Smith's.
But
I think over here in California,
exclusively just
Were
Kroger's.
was that pasta laced with mushrooms? What the fuck did Chip mean by that?
Are you given the canned horror yet?
Kroger's, Krogers.
Yeah. So there was like comic book styled skins for Sonic Superstars, and those were
That's right.
exclusive to Kroger's for the US. For Japan, it was exclusive to Amazon Japan.
I really wish I got that. But
Apparently, the wiki says that you
Kroger's
have to
near
be
me.
in certain hub worlds while eating the food to get the videotapes. What's the source on that? Does the wiki source something, or does the wiki just say "Trust me, bro"?
I don't think that's a thing because, you know, I got every achievement and I don't remember having to be in certain areas.
Kroger's like South, Midwest, West
Yeah.
kind of dealio. So pretty much anything that's not Northeast.
Here's a present for me to use. Yes, because like I bought peach buns, and Chip just gave me the videotape now. So yes, I don't know if the wiki is right on that.
I don't know who this Wang is, but those noodles look pretty bomb.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a funny title. Is Wang's Noodles?
Wang's Noodles.
It's like two names for a wiener.
Wiener.
Slurp it. Suck
Sorry,
it.
I'm
We know you
27,
all love it.
so I'm not 13. I
I'm
promise.
turning.
Canned
I'm
horror and
turning 30
Holocaust,
I'm turning
bananas,
39
15
soon.
of each. Okay, well, I literally have unlimited rings, so I have to buy food again, just for the sake of getting the videotapes from Chip. It's fine. I'm just gonna give him one of every food now because I'm already committed to doing this.
Yeah, is Wang's Noodles like worse than the Noodle song from Parappa?
What?
That was Parappa the Rapper 2, I think, right?
Yes.
I never played that one.
I only played the first one, and the car license kind of kicked my ass. That was years ago.
Really? The second song in the game like kicked your ass?
Gas?
Yeah, like I said, that was years ago. Like
No, the one I
I
hated the most was Cheap Cheap and the bathroom song immediately after. Because that fucking song kicked my ass growing up. I love the finale though. The finale is so fun.
Remember when Unjammer Lammy almost like 9/11 someone again?
Excuse
What?
me. What?
Never mind.
You what?
That was certainly a sentence.
All I heard was 9/11.
What? No one's played no one's played Jammer Lammy?
I know of it. I never played it myself.
All right,
so
fine.
here,
Fuck all of you,
Yeah.
you assholes, I guess.
here you go.
Fonzie, you're the guitar hero guy, so you don't know it.
Wait.
That's in the Noodles song. Like,
Sanyanga, you say that, but I can't fly.
Bitter. I wonder if Eggman's got any friends with food like this.
Jesus Christ.
Give him that egg dog. Yeah, I think Chip
Why
hates
don't you
all
break
the
his fucking kneecaps
I
in the
think Chip hates all the Eggman food. Tastes like. How does he know what sawdust tastes like?
you know, you have those times, right?
No.
Given
You
the
know,
Mach
like-
speed he's have to
Weird, 'cause, like,
travel to keep up with Sonic, you gotta
Like,
wonder if he's
fucking-
crashed into a few trees.
You know, I mean, your taste is very linked to your sense of smell.
Ew, Sonic.
Because like you can smell sawdust.
Yeah, I know. Chip did just
And
kind
the-
of say that.
The smell particles from the sawdust can go from your nose to your mouth, so you can taste the sawdust through your smell. I mean, it's true. It's the same reason why, like, whenever you close your nose, and you go to taste something, it's kind of a muted taste at that point. Your sense of scent, kind of, you know.
It does dictate your taste a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
This stream's sponsored by Fume, or whatever that
No,
water,
fuck that shit.
the water thing was.
And fuck the water thing.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Where it's like air, water, or some shit like that.
Yeah, no, so like a friend, I think it was an Air Up or something. A friend of mine had gotten one for their dad, and that shit broke within like 24 hours.
I'm still rocking that stupid circle thing we got at TMG. The shit that had like Mr. Beast ads everywhere. That shit's still surprisingly fine.
Oh, I don't even remember what the hell you're talking about.
They were giving out water bottles at TMG, like in some areas, and they're like just free water.
Oh yeah, I remember that shit.
Okay, yeah, because I remember like there was also like a place that was also just giving away free Monster Energy as well. And it's like,
Yeah, no, I was abusing the fuck out of that
oh
one.
god, fuck that, fuck that.
That stuff is awful.
Hey man, it kept me awake. I can't complain.
It was also
Someone
free.
remind me
Like,
what the
Yeah, free drinks, I understand.
yeah. What were you saying,
someone
Victor?
remind me. It's all good. Someone remind me what that fucking Mr. Beast Feastable was.
It's a chocolate
And the
bar.
whole Fiat. Yeah.
It's awful.
Well, not the chocolate. The
It's-
lunchbox.
That's
the
it's
lunch-
also awful.
lunch
Oh,
late.
the lunchbox.
There was like a
Lunch
whole
late,
fiasco
right?
with that.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, it was like mold and shit.
It's the guy who likes his chippy, bruh.
Yeah. Because
Lunchly.
So Lunchly. But wasn't Lunchly like with all three of them together?
I think so.
Like him, one of the Paul brothers, and this other dude.
It sounds like a
because it had a Beast bar in it for like the candy, and then it had a bottle of Prime. Yeah. And it's like, oh, well, our stuff is better than Lunchables. It's better for your lunch. And then it turns out it has like lead in it and mold.
Oh my god.
And then Lunchables got taken off the menu because they also have lead. So
they have what?
But the lead gives it a nice, unique mineral flavor.
You know what food never proved me wrong? Danimals. Those fucking animals really hurt.
You could dunk them too.
I could just send you more of my chocolate.
My first job as a grocery store at Cub Foods. I was clean team.
Yeah.
And that was my lunch break food was the pizza Lunchables, and now you're telling me there's lead in there. I'm like, oh god.
It was lead in the ones with meat, specifically.
Son of a bitch. I also had
it was like, I think it was like the turkey and cheese one.
You'll be the half phantom. I'm surprised this Fortune's giving you medals right now. Yeah, but what would the audience rather see me collect medals? Like just mashing through static menus like this, or me falling on my ass trying to get a medal that's out of my reach? I mean, chat prefers the latter.
Jason, we talk about lead meat at the moment, but I'm pretty sure with the combination of all of us here, the amount of microplastics we have, we can probably build a PlayStation controller.
Yeah, even I'm not safe from those.
This is gameplay.
Of course, it's in your fish. It's in your food.
And my balls.
Yeah, it's in your testicles.
And make sure that you have proper amount of microplastics in your balls, otherwise stop you at the airport.
You're 30% closer to death by eating that, Victor. Thanks.
So, by like...
That was 10 years ago.
By the next like 20 or 30 generations, they don't even need to use contraceptives. The microplastics will literally just shred up their sperm.
Yeah, I always found it funny. I always found it funny as an American in X2, where Mystique injects the security guard with the metal so that Magneto has something to grab inside him. And I was like, I'm pretty sure he's already full of fucking lead. Like, and Magneto's just not looking hard enough. Like too much iron in your balls. Just squeezes the iron out of his fucking testicles and makes this floating platforms.
Like, I'm just saying, Metallica's a stand. Just saying.
Anyway,
didn't Magneto take the iron in someone's blood?
That's what I mean. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like he injected too much iron into his blood, and then she basically ripped it out of him.
Yeah. We're just missing 3. 1, 2.
Broken control. Anything can be magnetic if you try hard enough.
I'm assuming the last 2 souvenirs aren't with Wentos.
It's either with Wentos or possibly side quests.
Possibly.
If you want, I can look it up.
Yeah, if you don't mind. Just out of curiosity, this doesn't label it as anything though. Unless
what's the one before it?
The one before it is the ceramic sensor.
Let's see if these are in order.
Yeah, I'm wondering.
God damn it, these aren't in order.
Oh shit! Never mind. I'm pretty sure they're from Wentos, but are there souvenirs you can get from side quests as well?
Yeah, there's Wentos stuff.
Okay. In that case, let me see if I can find Wentos real quick, and then we'll humor Wentos one more time.
Scalping items.
we'll humor Wentos one time, or at least I don't know if he has the items that I need. That would save me a lot of time. I did not see him though in the opening area, so I don't think he's here. But we can go check. No,
he's one of those assholes that's going to scalp he's one of those assholes that's going to scalp the Switch 2. And then the Switch 2 is going to go up in price normally, and he's like, fuck, I'm underselling.
Let me try Empire City.
Also,
did you
like,
say the Switch got an update, so now it shames you for what console you're playing on?
Whoa, what?
I find it funny that a lot of people were bitching about the prices for like Mario Kart and stuff, and those same people I see like saying like, I got the Switch 2, everybody, with the Mario Kart bundle. Yay!
I'm exaggerating, but the Switch got a massive update for the console to make its
version
UI
20.
yeah, more in line with the Switch 2. And now under the profile, it lists what console you're playing on, implying that it's going to have a. It's going to say whether or not you're playing on a Switch 2 or not.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
So
they
yeah,
have to.
basically,
Yeah.
Hey,
now
Joe,
that
thank you
you're
for the Twitch Prime. Much appreciate it.
It's no different than whenever you'd be on PS4 and you saw that someone was playing a PS3 game,
Or you see that random person playing on a Vita and you're like, what's wrong with you?
or on PS5 when you see that someone's playing on the PS3 and you're like, what are you doing?
Oh man, he hit rock bottom.
Nope, not here either.
The servers aren't even. What are you doing?
Where was Windows at beforehand that I talked to him? Was that in
Mod,
Hollis?
please remove $80 from the fucking terms list.
I'm gonna go back to Greece.
Like, actually, though,
Wait, is $80 banned in this chat?
yes, they put it on the terms list.
Oh, that's funny.
Mods put taste buds in their assholes.
Shells taste like shit back there.
Wait, is $79.99 also banned or no?
Just remove all the shit for the Switch 2,
fuck that
okay?
guy.
Like, remove any terms that you added
Just not here either.
for the Switch 2. Please.
Real quick, can Windows be in Eggmanland? I think it can, right?
Would I hurt to try?
I'm gonna check Eggmanland regardless. I just don't remember if Windows was actually there. He's not here either. I'm pretty sure Windows can be at Eggmanland.
Someone wanted to play Dragon Guard on PS3. Ah, that poor fucking soul.
I start sweating.
Oh, I'm so happy. I said this like 2 or 3 streams ago, probably 4. But I remember I was explaining when I originally played Final Fantasy VII on Switch that I fucking gave up because it was my 3rd time buying that fucking game, and I still couldn't get through it because it crashed. Well, I got that same port on Xbox, and it hasn't crashed once, baby.
Ooh.
Fucking.
Oh, I'm so happy.
I don't know, man. Like goddamn.
Empire City, I guess.
Dragon Guard 3 is like. What's the fucking water level in this again? In Unleashed?
The water level?
Wasn't it like Jungle Joyride or whatever?
Adabat, yeah.
Yeah, imagine Jungle Joyride. Jungle Joyride's
Joyrat.
frame rate.
Yes.
And that's the entirety of Dragon Guard 3.
Oh, there you go.
Actually,
It's
for that fan art
borderline
contest,
unplayable.
for that fan art contest, with it, more in line with Chuck E. Cheese discussion, but I want to see fan art of Jungle Joyride, okay? Specifically for me. This is for me.
Yeah, like Naka, it is borderline unplayable.
Yeah. I saw my brother playing it. I'm like, oh, cool, slideshow.
Oh, what a nice slideshow. What's the name? Oh, that's a full release game.
So, John, you better fucking emulate that game.
What, for what? What are we talking about? What?
Dragon Guard 3.
Dragon Guard 3 on the PS. No, because I have a physical copy on PS3. Why would I do that?
No, you better.
Why would I emulate a
that.
game I already own? Like, it's fine.
Look, Puppet, I think we have a higher chance of MGS4 being in a master collection than that shit being recompiled, because holy fuck does the PS3 cell architecture on that game is used a lot.
So, John, the reason why you emulate it
Yes.
is because the game on physical hardware
Yes.
runs like Jungle Joyride.
Yes. But
And
does
if
it?
you emulate it,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
can run at 60 the whole
No,
time.
but that's an inaccurate emulation job, then, Jason. And I don't like playing
just
inaccurate
play
emulation.
the actual game for like the first hour, and then switch to the emulator.
It's
Wait,
not,
hold
it's
on.
not one-to-one true to the experience. Now,
Wait,
you
wait
might
a
be
minute,
asking.
why are you
Now, you might be
so-
asking.
you're
Then you might be
playing-
asking.
you're playing
Say, John,
Unleashed right now
are you
like
literally?
this."
Aren't you literally trying to run that bullshit on me because you're playing Unleashed recompiled? And I'd say it doesn't count because I say so. And I make the rules because they're mine.
I'm looking up the Sonic Colors Ultimate Skippy intro because I need to hear this.
So, quick small tangent. For Metal Gear, real quick, of course, because I guess that's who I am. I finally picked up the more strategy guides for Acid and MGS3 Substance specifically, and half of the book is useless because it covers MGO.
Well, chat. So, like, no, this doesn't fucking count. This isn't how the devs originally intended you to play Unleashed. They intended you to play it on 360 or
Also,
PS3, and it runs like ass.
Why are we harping on? I'm clearly having fun and joking.
I know.
Like, no, I'm not just talking to you. I was talking to some chat. Like, I'm joking. It's Jesus Christ. Some of y'all gotta get the stick out of your ass. Some of y'all gotta get the stick out of your ass. Like, seriously?
JC, it's hard to tell
fuck.
sometimes.
No, that's
John,
then that's your fucking fault. Like, that's dead ass your fucking fault.
I demand you to play this game.
If you couldn't get that
FPS?
I was joking from what I was saying earlier, really? It doesn't count because I say so? Are you goddamn high? Come on, man. Like, Jesus Christ.
What was in the pizza?
I haven't had pizza in a long time, to be fair.
Yeah, it's been a while since I had it. I should probably have
So
one
John,
of
why
those
aren't you
ones.
playing this in 50 FPS, 720p?
Because I already played the fucking game 15 FPS on the 360.
Do it again. I wasn't watching.
I wasn't watching.
But no, like for serious. Don't suffer through Dragon Guard 3 like that.
Yeah, do it.
Do like the first hour or two on original hardware, then switch to the emulator. It's night and day.
Oh, here's a lantern. I didn't buy that yet. That's one.
There's a Green Lantern.
And besides,
it's
you
the regular
have to
lantern.
emulate it
Yeah.
anyway. Thinking about it now, you would have to emulate it anyway, John.
What, Dragon Guard?
What?
You can't get the DLC.
Wait, was it delisted?
Isn't the PS3 servers down?
No,
Yeah.
you can still
But who's
buy
to say?
no.
My counter to that. Why do I need to have the DLC for the base game?
Yeah, you can
Because it
still buy.
expands upon the base game like quite a bit.
You could all. So no, the shop is still up. You can still buy stuff off the shop of PS3
For how long?
until Sony sells me to go fuck myself. I guess.
I thought the PS3 store was down for some reason. I don't.
No, it's still.
Yeah, I
you can
could've
still buy
sworn
I don't
games.
know.
it
Like,
and
yeah,
PSP went down at
yeah.
the
For
same
some reason,
time.
I thought the PS3 store was down.
So the PSP store's down.
Like, you can still download games off the store through the PSP, but you can't buy games.
You can still buy games off the PS3 and Vita store. You just can't use your credit card, so you have to go either sideload it through the website,
Yeah.
or get yourself the cards.
Gotcha. So
yeah,
essentially,
you
they're
can-
telling you stop buying games on these.
Look, if there's something I learned from the PS3 subreddit, for some reason European people are fucking playing them stuff every day, so they still have a fan base.
Yeah, they're weird over here. It's mostly the Slavic ones. Eastern
Hey,
Europe
we thank you for the
ones.
raid party of 8. Much appreciate it. Thank you.
What a name.
Wait, is this? Yeah, Weeaboo? What the fuck?
Yeah. Weeaboo.
Yeah, it's a weeaboo.
With like 4 U's.
No, you a boo.
Yeah, boo.
Well,
All right, there's this guy that I have to show you later that I saw on Twitter. They look incredibly similar to Kojima,
Oh no.
but like every single thing he posts, he's in like full cowboy getup, and he's got the dual revolvers, and he starts spinning them and shit, and he does like quick draws and all that shit. Like, oh my god, this is exactly what Kojima would be if he did not get into gaming. Just living his life, fantasy role playing as a cowboy.
Fuck, man. Now I'm getting like
He's
I'm
such
getting
a fucking Westaboo.
getting really lucky with the Wento spawns, but now I'm at the point where it's like, fuck, now it's literally a roll the dice whether if he has the item that I need. This is what I feel like I'm deliberately farming hero sandwiches. Like, those are the off-screen shit that you don't see. Because
Actually-
what's up?
Do you want me to read out the souvenirs that Wentos has so we can be sure?
Well, it'll have new next to it.
Do we know
Because
how many were missing from it?
I was literally just missing 2 souvenirs and I already got one, and that was the lantern. So I'm literally I'll know he'll have the item when it says new next to it because I have not bought it.
Okay.
Meow, 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 meow.
There's a lace tablecloth, spagonian glass.
Laced with what?
It's like
Laces?
shut the fuck up.
I don't know.
And then spagonian glass. You already got the lantern, which was Chunan.
Yeah. Yep, there it is. Whale
Oh,
ornament. There it is. All right, cool. We're done. Now we can
Did
go
he
to
just sell you a whale?
whale ornament, not a whale, not an actual one.
Oh, okay.
That'd be some shit. There goes the whale.
I didn't have a whale noise. So
Close enough.
The whale, if he got his ball crushed between a rock.
It's got a whole ass wheel. And now we give this to Pickle, and we should get the achievement for it.
Don't give his whale a pickle.
Oh yeah, that's something I was going to mention about dieting. Actually, that's a really good snack. Is pickles.
I thought you were going to say whale for some reason. That was after the whale.
Oh yeah, the blubber.
Yeah.
I mean, we actually do eat the meat over here. It's pretty decent, but we're too oily.
Yeah, I would imagine it's really tough too. Is it tough?
No, if you don't have to like fry it to 100% clean. Well, you don't have to make it well done. You can eat it as practically raw. Depends on where you buy it, though.
Oh, okay.
Yep, that's it.
I would probably try it then.
The last achievement for giving Pickle all these souvenirs is That's Enough, seriously. Which is a great achievement name because I get it.
What's the achievement name? I missed that.
That's Enough, seriously.
Pickles and cheese. Cheese is awful for a diet.
Yeah, it kind of clogs up everything.
That is a brick of fat.
Yeah, that's the awful thing about getting into shape. You have to kind of get rid of all the things that you know you enjoy, like cheese.
Okay.
Sugar,
I think now at this point, we're still gonna be streaming for a little bit. I think we should start doing side quests now that we've done all the. Wait a minute. Was that Emperor Palpatine?
Wow.
It's Revenge of the Sith.
Yes.
Okay.
Is that when he does the fucking 90 degrees?
Yes. I think that's when he was attacking the council. Yeah, when he was attacking the council. Yo, like legit though, I love that sequence so much because he makes the faces of all time while fighting those fuckers. And he's just having this like, we want your face to look like it's made of rubber.
Meanwhile, the fucking Jedis are just like, what the fuck's going on, man?
It's like the guy's like, why do you make that noise? And they get stabbed.
I will say, what a noise for him to make.
Oh, there's a moon medal that I didn't collect here. Where? I thought
there's a certain level of horror of just some 90-year-old man letting out that scream. He does this giant fucking flip in the air.
It's one of those where you go like, is this guy alright? No, he's killing us though.
Oh, there it is.
Where?
Past the tree. So it's behind you. Yep.
This tree?
Yep.
Is it solid? No, it's transparent.
Fuck.
Yeah, I already got it.
Shoutouts to Revenge of the Sith celebrating 20 years. Also, it's really funny looking at the old stuff from Revenge of the Sith and all the stuff that was cut out before.
Dude, they fucking because for May 4th they re-released Revenge of the Sith in theaters over here. I'm not sure if that was a nationwide thing, but
it was nationwide.
Yeah, the souls are
on your side.
They're completely fucking sold out.
Yeah.
Now they know it's not the worst Star Wars movie with was it The Rise of the Skywalker?
Have you guys? Rise of Skywalker pissed me off.
That did a lot of people.
There was a promo for the Revenge of the Sith re-release.
Yeah.
And it's like, so what movie are you seeing today, sir? And it's Hayden Christensen with a Darth Vader cup taking a sip, just staring at her.
Oh, okay. One ticket to Minecraft. Gotcha.
Oh, there you are. How did I miss that?
Yeah, I think. Which one was the first of the new trilogy?
Phantom Menace.
No,
that's Force Awakens.
Force Awakens.
Yeah, out of the new trilogy, that's the only one I've seen. I did not watch the other two.
The Rise of Skywalker. No, not the Rise of Skywalker. I was gonna say The Last Jedi. Had interest in. I actually did like that one more. And then
I did watch Rogue One, and I enjoyed that one.
That's a good one. I will say that The Last Jedi was really good, but I'm one of the people apparently who was strange in that regard. And then you got Rise of Skywalker, which did such a hard 180-degree turn that I'm still feeling the whiplash from that thing. And it's also the first movie in a while where I was just face palming through the entire thing, going for fuck's sake.
Gregorio's the main. So wait. Fucking those are timed. Anastasia's the lady who lost her dentures. Who was her husband? I don't fucking know these guys. Is it Oleg?
Oleg?
Ooh, not quite. How does the mysterious Luca laugh? Is it Bwahaha? Ooh, not quite. What is the following item is not for sale? What the fuck? Is this part of the damn, like, do we gotta do this?
Yeah, you have to get these. Do you want me to look up the answers?
Yeah, if you don't mind. But there's a time limit to this, though, too. Like, I think it's like after 5 seconds, it just immediately. What's the name of the shop? It's like, it's an ice cream shop. Yep. Made a few mistakes. Come back when we think we get them all right. Okay. This is a quest for
just talk to you again?
Well, we gotta do it because we have to fucking get the item. Little bird, yeah. Okay.
Sandra Quiz Lady 1, okay.
Alright. Sure, ask away. Alright. Think you can remember the name of the shop here in this town? That is Flower Power Emporium. Nope.
Sandra, just give me what I want.
It wasn't Bwaha, so...
Hey. Okay, I gotta speed run this.
Who's the husband? Who's the husband?
Eric.
Okay. Alright.
Okay.
Who's the name of Lambros' son?
Lambros Jr.
Is it
Alexis.
Alexis. Let's go through Lambros Jr. What's the name of the following items not for sale in the shop? Is it canned juice?
Fuck.
Canned juice. Nope. You say we only got so much time, so.
I know. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's just that it's just being matter of fact. Just being matter of fact.
What's the nuts?
Okay.
Are they randomized?
I don't know. The name of the name of the shop is what?
Try the.
That's not there.
So they're in order.
Secret Sundries. Okay, Surfside. You know who Lambros is?
Oh, never mind.
Lambros is a what? Harry Wanderer. Nope.
Sailor.
Nope. Too late. What's the name of the shop?
Ice cream.
Ice cream shop. All right, cool. All right. Profession of Gregorius, the man prone to worry and doubt. Is he an ice cream vendor? Nope.
Village Elder.
Nope.
Fuck.
What is the name of Lambros' son? It's Lexus. Okay, cool. We're gonna war attrition this shit.
Sure thing. There's and to answer your question, yes, it is random.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a total of 9 different possible questions in a random order.
Okay.
Which one was not for sale? It wasn't canned juice. Was it? Pish nuts?
Try the nuts. Try the nuts.
Nope, it's not pish nuts.
Okay,
nope.
So it's the mellow yan thing, Eric.
That's right.
Yeah.
Alexis. Are cool. How do you spell the name of this place? Apotos.
I don't know.
Do you know who Lambros is?
Sailor
Mustache. Okay, cool. Almost. You've got the hang of it. Come back when we think we can get them all right. All right, getting's there. Here we go. I'm not gonna hit the lady with the old with the pipe.
I mean,
sure. Ask away. Here we go. All right, here we go. What's the name of the shop? It's ice cream shop. Cool. All right. What's the name of Lambros' son? It's Alexis. Cool. All right. What is the profession of the man of worry and doubt? Village elder.
Elder.
Okay, that's right. Well done. Anastasia is the lady who lost. Was it Eric?
Eric.
All right. That's right. Which the following is not for sale. So it's
Mellow Yam.
Okay, that's right. Fantastic. Yeah. Fucking. Quiz lady 1 cleared. Is she like all over? She's, I guess, just one quiz lady in every world.
You gotta do it 6 fucking times.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
This one was great.
I mean, I think she's just basically she's in retirement and just spend her time going between countries putting people
Honestly,
around quizzes.
Not the worst quiz in a video game. That still goes to the Universal game on GameCube.
Mega Man Legends fucking.
Oh yeah, the way that John did this one, that's the way I did it back in the day for the 100 quizzes in Mega Man Legends.
Yeah, we have to do this at night we have to also like talk to these folks during the night because some of them might be possessed. And we have to flash them with the camera.
Dude, are you gonna go in order of side missions per world, or do you want to get all the Sandra shit out of the way now?
I'm just gonna I'm doing it as I go along each world. Because I know some side quests. I know because some side quests are gonna involve me like going to multiple locations. And
well, you're gonna love this part is that some side quests unlock side quests in other areas.
Yes, please.
Man, it's crazy for me to look at a game and say, "Oh, this is Hades, but Gooner bait." And it's like, isn't Hades already?
So it's Hades.
But no, it's somehow surprisingly worse.
So it's Hades too.
They need. I know, like the thing about this. This guy needs his dentures, or someone needs their dentures here, so you can actually hear what they're saying.
The lady.
So all right, now let's go to night because I think that's the last person I can talk to.
Sonic's gonna flash people.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bounce off. There's some other housework I need to do, so I'll be talking with you later. Thank you for having me.
I
appreciate it.
I remember.
Later, guys.
Yeah, he left.
What does roguelite mean? It's more than just roguelite. It's we copied Hades' homework and like it was a direct inspiration.
Was Hades the first roguelike?
No.
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 That was Rogue.
Oh,
Not even close. Yeah.
It was literally Rogue.
Oh, I was just asking because you're phrasing, because I was like, that's like saying Persona invented jazz.
Well, it didn't.
No, Persona 5 invented Japan.
Yeah, Japan didn't exist before.
It's just like saying that, you know, like not all 3D platformers are the same, but you can quite clearly say that Astrobot is Mario Galaxy inspired.
Or at least you're not gonna film max up. How high can you get life?
That caps at 11, I believe. The hell are these names he's making? What? But see, that sounds more like an old man. I think, was that the only guy that was possessed? Outside of the ice cream shop dude, which I think I already flashed him with my camera.
It's kind of mandatory.
Yeah, I already, yeah, that's right, that's your tutorial on how to, like, use the camera.
I'm going to start making a checklist because you are going to need it.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Checklist.
I was just gonna say, we might as well do a lap around the town to see if there's anyone left.
Because there's like 70-something side quests.
So why was I saying, get my fucking
Elliot would make.
What?
No, it would absolutely not be the same. No.
The fuck was that?
That was Jason.
Is that a fucking cat?
No, that's Jason when he comes in. I think he might get his ball unstuck from somewhere.
Okay, I'm getting a Google Drive together for this. Or Google Sheets.
Google Drive?
You need an entire drive for this.
Might as fucking well, there's so many missions.
So one piece of plan, let's go. Cool. Good spirits, I beseech thee. It's like, you know what last time? Yeah, I know. I already did it. I know she's part
79. Of 79. Oh, Lord.
You know...
Also, wait, yeah, what are you talking about? Why do you have issues with Persona 5's UI? Do you just not like fun?
Yeah, exactly.
Does your UI need to be super sterile?
It needs to be... It isn't supposed to have any personality, it's just the UI. It distracts me from the gameplay. What do you mean it's turn-based?
Like, I'm not saying that every game needs to be like Persona 5's UI.
But like, really quick, John. You've only done Quiz Lady 1 in Elder's Doubt, right?
Yes.
Oh, this guy has the...
Yeah, he has depression.
Yeah, so time to flash him to flash it out of him. Is there a hot dog guy in every goddamn country? Because when I was in Africa,
but they're all they're like they do like a Nurse Joy, Officer Jenny shit where they're technically all related. It's a different person, but they're all related.
Okay.
Okay, so it looks like the Elder's Plans is the next one after the Elder's Doubt. So you'll have to go back to Apatos at night. So you'll have to recycle a lot of worlds. Or like refresh them for the next mission to be there.
Kill the wizard. I'll use a gun.
So I'm wondering if we should handle it in a way of like we visit Apatos, clear it out what we can, then go to Missouri, and then we go back to Apatos. You're telling me because some quests refresh. And it
might be good to just go from world to world to world to world in a circle.
And this we're like looping them essentially. We go through every world for their first visit, and then we loop back to Apatos, and then do it again. Which seems to be probably the most beneficial way of doing it, or at least the easiest to keep track of.
Okay, that was
Kwame.
Kwame, got it. That was
yeah, it's a world adventure.
Spooky Shadows, or
before
the ritual.
The first one, Spooky Shadows, I think it was.
Oh, boss is here.
Seem familiar somehow. Yes, before you get back, on your jobs to get to the restaurant, so that should be anyway. But I'm worried about the little girl selling Spagonia. If you happen to pass her in the neighborhood, give her this to me. So we give this to the girl in Spagonia, I think.
Are you serious about from America? He's actually kind. Okay, I'm being an asshole there.
No, we wait until day just to make sure, because I know like there are some things that I'm not sure what side quests are locked to the day cycle, if there are any.
Oh, you know what? Spooky Shadows looks like it's Missouri Day.
Oh,
so I think you talked to the guy again. Oh, that's
So when we wrapping up?
We'll be wrapping up in about like 10 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, just leave it to me. But there is a certain plant that we require for the ceremony. It can be found in the wilds outside the village. We'll be back before sunset. Okay, find that plant. Sure. Do you? So what are we? We're literally just looking for an item.
You're probably just running until you find it at the end or something.
So it's the new goal, right?
The editor on the other side of the camera was saying, "Wrap it up."
So this one's Kwame Mission 2, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I saw no.
No, I was watching this this one like One Piece content channel and stuff, and they were doing a like a just a discussion of like the latest chapter and stuff.
Yeah.
And people legit thought they had like editors that like prevent them from saying certain things during the live streams and stuff. And they just turned that into a running fucking gag. So, like they say something like really stupid or like controversial and stuff, and then they try to walk it back and be like, "Oh no, our editor, editor."
So it's literally just replay this part of the section again, but now instead of a ring, it's weed.
Yeah. So we were correct about that. It's just a new gold ring.
Yeah. And you're not ranked for it, thankfully, because it's just a side quest.
Oh, so we get an S on it.
Before the ritual has been cleared, there's the old lady. Is there anybody else here? Why are you hiding?
She sees a blue unit running around really fast. What did you do?
There is a mission at night from Essie. So you have to talk to Essie during the day, then talk to Yaya at night, then talk to Essie again.
Oh, okay, so you literally have to like keep going. Okay. Is Black Knight or Colors next after this? Colors. I'm not doing Black Knight anytime soon because that's a side game. Nope.
Also, this privileged bitch traveling the world,
making headway in your travels. Okay. How will you fare here? All right, this is. I'm good.
Meanwhile, for me, it's too expensive to even go to fucking Philly.
Hey, don't you make fun of Sandra.
How many houses do you figure in this village? So I'm gonna say 6. 6. It was 6. Got that first time. Just make sure. What's the name of the country we're in? We're in Missouri.
No, it's Missouri.
I was just looking at that. I was like, she really called it Missouri. That's right. Well done. Tell me one fact about this. Would you? Anything's fine. The ad has butterflies by a day. Cool. How would you describe Yaya? She's a girl, extremely shy. That's right. Well done. What's Kofi usually up to when he doesn't have customers in his shop?
Getting donations.
No, fuck.
Yeah, I was about to say.
God,
I was probably taking.
Damn it.
It's probably playing the drum.
Damn it! I was doing so well too. All right. So, ask away again. All right. How would you? She's extremely shy. Cool. What if people is very curious about other countries? Is that Quad?
Yub nub.
Nope.
No, probably
See,
not.
yub nub. What's
Beating his drum.
beating his drum?
We're not a yub nub.
Okay. Missouri. That's right.
It
has butterflies during the day. God damn it. That's 4 out of 5. It's 4 out of 5 2 times in a row. It's quite. Can I go for a proverbial turkey? Ask away. Give me the question, bitch. I want to say 6.
No.
All right, it was 6. What is the name of the taciturn, enigmatic elderly gentleman? That was Kwame. 4 symbols here are
Yakuza.
bird, fish, alligator, and
Lion?
fuck. No, I lost that. Like, fuck, it's beating a drum. Can you? That sensor was really delayed. Can you name the animal that comes to the village entry at night? Nope, it's not a giraffe. Okay,
That's an elephant.
I'm slipping.
Try that next time.
Yeah, I think it's an elephant.
I'm slipping into the future.
That's a seal. What is the name of the? It's Kwame. Cool. All right, how many houses there? 6.
6.
Cool. She's extremely shy. Yeah. Why are you echoing me? What are people very curious about other countries? Is that? Nope. I think it was Quad. What's the name of the country? Oh, cute. I want to say Missouri. That's not what.
Okay.
We're gonna get this time.
Sandra, buy me a Switch 2 while you're here.
Okay, here we go. He's beating his drum. That's right. All right. What animal comes to the village tonight? It's elephant. Cool. Which people was very curious about. What is this? Is this? I'm gonna say Anna. It's Anna. All right. 4 symbols here. I'm gonna say lion. No, it's not a lion. God damn. It's a no. I didn't know because I lost. I ran out of time in the first time. She's extremely shy. Almost had it. God damn it. I'm still like 4 out of 5 in this goddamn place. All right. Let's just do it again. Let's just do it again. Just gonna keep doing. He's beating a drum. Very cool. It's not really so much. We're in Missouri. It's not really so much learning the culture, just memorization. Bird, fish. We didn't do lizard last time, so we're gonna do lizard. How would you describe? She's extremely shy. Cool. Which people is very curious about. That's Anna. Cool. Yay! I remembered.
It only took you 5 fucking tries.
Marking it off. Well done.
All right. Wait, I thought
first try too.
Fuck, I thought I waited until night, dude. Oh, let me pass the time.
I just wonder where Sonic this entire time is he just standing there, like catatonic, while he waits?
No, he's probably just waiting. All right, so.
Okay, sure.
Yep. Oh shit. Is this something I said?
So that's a start. You gotta go back to daytime.
There she goes. So should I want? We're stuck for. Okay, leave it to me.
Wait, did she?
No, yeah. You have to talk to her. Like, wait till daytime. Like, no, because if I wait till daytime, she would have been. Victor, she would have been murdered by this damn dark Gaia, like species.
Okay.
You would have sent that girl to her death.
I was thinking more like, did she run to another fucking country? She's so shy. Just okay, that's it. I'm legging it to Alaska.
She runs so far, she's in another country. Oh my god.
Plays endless possibilities. Yeah. Wait, where'd she go?
She went over there.
How'd she do that?
There's a sun medal over there.
Good question. Grab it.
Whoa! What the fuck?
This
okay, maybe I wasn't exaggerating. She could go to another country.
Yeah, how's she doing that?
Does anybody have the Dragon Ball teleport sound?
All right. To be fair, you find children
Sonic,
in the weirdest.
Grab the fucking thing.
You can find children in the weirdest of fucking places.
Yeah. But it's like, oh, does she teleport?
I think it's just
no. Okay, so it's get to certain.
Be locked in there
now.
now.
Fuck! That box explodes.
They're sealing her. Yeah, they're sealing her powers off.
How do I have to kill the last one?
You need another box or that.
Fuck you.
Ow. That was rude.
I didn't kill it.
Did it not?
It's still alive.
You're shitting me.
No, it didn't blow up in its face.
Yeah, I can still hear it. Oh, fuck. That is dumb.
I was gonna say, just grab the grenade.
He already used the grenade.
That should kill it?
Yeah.
I also thought I saw...
Nope.
Dude, would you fucking die? Holy shit, dude. Why do these guys take 30 years to die? I thought I could just barely get that up there, because I saw the target reticle when I was up there last time. Hold on.
Can't you do the, like,
No, wait. Shut up. Shut your mouth. I'm going to try and jump on this barrel, right? Then I'm going to, like, do... God damn it. All right, whatever. We gotta haul ass.
I was going to do, like, ask you if it could do the, like, the rare hog shuriken thing that you used to get high.
No. Oh, you're right. I didn't even think about that. No, but I don't think I can grab a ledge from doing that.
Too high.
No, I also don't think I can grab a ledge from doing that. We're just gonna reset. Oh, can we not?
You can't.
No,
why can't I just reset?
No, live with your consequences.
Oh.
It's the same reason.
Climb.
It's the same reason you don't save scum.
Okay, we can just recharge from here. Just give me the option to recharge from the beginning. If I know, like, the writing's on the wall, just let me take some time.
Go save that child.
Okay, at least it keeps the metal at the very least.
All right, remember those boxes explode.
Yeah. Well, also just make sure I use the boxes like efficiently this time too.
Sonic, use your head.
I also got to make sure all the enemies die too. That's bullshit, dude. Like the enemy despawns here, because it warps with the girl. But then, when I was taking care of them beforehand, the guy respawned there and he counted as the enemy that I got to kill.
I think you're supposed to be like telling the story that she's running away from the monster.
Well, yeah, I know what's happening. It's just I was weirded out by why did the enemy in the bottom respawn? Hold on. Da-da-da.
You got a strike? Boom.
Oh my lord.
Real thing, we're four more to the right, right, George?
One.
Hey. I guess
we really had to fucking break the. I could have ruined her fucking face and eyes with shrapnel.
Don't worry, her eyes are closed, therefore it doesn't affect her.
So anyway, you mauled the child.
But I found her. Well, I mean, now she's sweating. How hot is it over here?
So I just turned into Elmer Fudd there for a second.
Now do I gotta
It's
wait till
either I maul the child or the parent gets the milk.
I mean, the father should know we're inside. He probably going to get the milk.
They'll learn one way.
I can't claim alimony if they can't catch me.
Oh, you talked to that business guy, right?
Yeah, he already gave me the gift for the girl.
Over there.
Okay, I'm gonna like put a note on that mission because you started the mission.
Yeah.
That one's a little bit of a bitch, so I'm gonna mark it yellow.
Oh, she's speaking. I want a chocolate sundae supreme, Kate. Okay. Now I gotta go. Now I gotta go back to Greece, yeah, and get the chocolate sundae.
You have to import it. You have to import it from Greece. That's so. I mean, way for
He's
chocolate.
getting past the tariffs.
Oh no! Oh my god!
Also talk with Anna. Okay. Sure. But first of all, I gotta go get my tariff-free ice cream. Oh, they just gave us one for free.
Yeah.
Can I give that to Chip? Yo, they just gave it to me. Oh, this
Are you gonna?
Sunday's so good. No, yeah.
I mean, I don't want to ruin your save file.
You could just it's just a regular item. So it's treated like a regular item. So I'm assuming like if you're dumbass enough to give it to Chip and not the girl, you're gonna have to buy the next one because you can always buy one, and it's not expensive at all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like a Switch. Just buy one.
Yeah.
Just buy a Switch too, idiot.
What are you, American?
You bring it all the way back to Yaya.
Just eat it right in front of their face. It's like, this is so great.
You better enjoy this Sunday because I ran all the way to Greece for it.
It's like, man, this is good.
Which one is Anna?
I think it's the.
Here you go.
Yeah,
Can I talk to you? I have a problem wondering if my prince is really in this village. I've been waiting so long to meet my prince, but it's just not happening. I'm begging you. Will you see if there is a prince for me here in this village? Okay, leave it to me. Please do it before I
This
get
is another
started.
one of those really long chained missions.
Okay. So what, do I gotta talk to like every dude?
Yep.
So why is it only Sonic's arms that stretch?
What, it's like the werehog?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Well, if you look at his models in each game, so do his quills.
Yeah, I don't think he would be
Sorry, I
really
didn't mean to make that awkward.
Oh, got that here rude to the old man. Never mind.
You got no problem asking the kid and the father, but you see the old man's like, there's no fucking way.
Motherfucker would die while we're going down the runway.
How about you? Nope.
No.
It's you again.
So I think after you talk to everyone here and realize there's no one here, you gotta talk to her. Yeah, okay. Alright, that's it. I'm leaving. My prince has gotta be out there in the world instead. If that's the case, I better act quickly. I'll see you later. And now she's gone.
Spagonia.
Spagonia. A baba da boopy. Okay, so we're going to Spagonia next.
We're going to Spain?
Fuck.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah, I was gonna say next time on Dragon Ball Z.
You're gonna have a side quest stream.
We're gonna have a whole stream dedicated to side quests. So I hope you guys love text menu and RPG elements.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and you started 9, but there's 78 of these.
Okay, well, in that case, folks, we're going to call it a wrap here. When we reconvene, we're going to be completing, we're going to be resuming the other side quest before we start doing dedicated stage revisits and, in some cases, doing other acts of other stages we haven't even done yet. Because now we're in post-game, folks. all that's left now is just get the medals, and we get the S ranks, and we get the hot dogs, and then we're gonna cap it off with the perfect dark Gaia revisit, because you have to do it again if you want to rank on it. And so I feel we're gonna cap it off on that. It's pretty appropriate. Will this be archived? Of course, because it's gonna be archived. All my Sonic streams are archived. So before we wrap it up, as always, this is a 3D Sonic Collectathon series. There's an art contest tied to this, and generally how it works. I'll read the rules out for you, though. It must be based
Jungle Joyride.
It must be based on the playthrough. Don't take an unrelated meme or something else another content creator did and submit it for the contest, because that's not how it works. It has to be based on the playthrough. We gave you guys a lot today in terms of like calorie intake and rats. However, you need to have a PayPal for the cash prizes. It's non-negotiable. If you want a cash prize, you don't want a gift card or anything like that, you gotta have PayPal. But that's how I do my cash prizes. If, however, you don't mind getting a gift card for your gaming system once for like the PlayStation or Switch or Steam, we can do that too. The entries can be 2D or 3D or handcrafted as long as it's yours. I don't give a fuck as long as it is yours. And please sign your work. I won't accept it otherwise, because sometimes I'll get entries that are not signed, and that tells me two things. Either A, you stole that son of a bitch, try to pass it off as your own, or B, you're not proud of your work. You should be proud of your work. That said, no AI generated imagery. Don't even try. I'm serious, don't even try. You can send your entry to johnnysoниcartcontest@gmail.com. The subject should read Sonic Unleashed Art Contest. This makes it easier for me to categorize and sort them out when all said and done. I'm collecting all the entries. And best of luck. That's really all I can say about that. Here are the prizes. Third place is 50 USD. Second place is 100 USD. And first place is 150 USD. Think of the one Switch game you can buy with that money. And that sounds exciting. All right, folks. We will reconvene tomorrow afternoon for the beginning of our Snake Eater playthrough, because we're going back to Metal Gear for a bit. We're going to go back to Metal Gear for Snake Eater. We're going to play Guns of the Patriots. And then we'll see how we're feeling
April
by then.
30th.
Yeah, I know. It's like, say April 30th. You fucking missed the meme date by one. It's like, technically, it's a Sons of Liberty meme. Snake Eater has nothing to do with it. So
that's why we can't do Snake Eater until after April 30th.
Yeah, exactly. It's true enough. I don't make the rules. At least I don't think so. But we'll get to that around. We'll probably start around same time tomorrow. Maybe 5 o'clock. No, actually 4, because I have raid tomorrow at 7:30. So I can't be up too late. All right. But as always, let's find someone to raid. We always start with mutuals first. See if anyone's online. Massey is online. We can go raid Massey. Is she just Massey? Yeah, she's just Massey. Okay, cool. So let me just go raid Massey.
Hi, just Massey.
No. I mean, as a just Massey. Okay. We need a raid hashtag. Or I
like tongues for eyelids.
Oh God. I kind of like that though. Maybe I don't know if Massey's ever played Sonic Unleashed, but maybe we can convince her not to play it with something as grotesque as tongues for eyelashes, or the Thing Burger, however ridiculous you're fancy. All right, guys. Well, send Massey my love. I'll talk to you later. And I think thanks to all my lovely co-hosts today for keeping me entertained and for keeping my ears filled with noise as I was suffering through Eggmanland. Have a good night, everybody. Take care of yourselves and each other. I stole that from Jerry Springer.